Hello and welcome to AntipoDnD, a show in which a bunch of Australians play Dungeons and Dragons. This is a very special one-shot for a very special occasion. It is April's birthday. Or it was just, a few hours ago it finished or something like that?
Yeah, it's like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
now, so.
It has been.
It was recently my birthday.
You are 30 and 1 day and 3 hours.
I'm 30, flirty, and what was the other one from that movie? I forget.
30, flirty, and thriving.
That's it.
So, April's decided to treat us by taking us back into her world, called the world of Torn, is that correct?
Torn, that is correct.
Excellent. So I believe this is going to have some continuity. It might not be reference to our previous one-shot. A couple of characters are returning from that. A couple of us have rolled new characters. And with that, I think I'm just going to hand it over to April. Take it away.
Woo! So it has been a long time since our last one-shot. We did that back when I lived in Humpty Doo. So it's been a while. So just as a refresher, so things that are repeating are, of course, we have Nell back with us and Mark. Nell, the gnome fighter?
Yes.
Yes, and Mark, the Aarakocra, the crow Aarakocra. And then we didn't visit the capital in the previous game that we played, but today we will be starting in the capital city of the entire continent of Torn. Currently known as the capital with the O at the end. Capital. Righty. This is Torn, a land that, millennia ago, was ravaged by an intersection of all the planes of realm space. This event, known as the Rivening of the Worlds, or simply the Riven, has given rise to fascinating and strange landscapes. From the dazzling waters above to the deep, dark skies below, welcome back to this land of adventure and intrigue. Now, the four of you find yourself standing in front of a dark and ominous manor, built into the capital city itself. So think like Oxford University, just built into the city. It's almost cartoonish, you think. As soon as you set foot beyond the gates, the bright sunny days instantly fade to a dark and stormy sky, with low rumbles of thunder and occasional flashes of lightning streaking across the clouds. You walk up the stairs. What do? There's a big door standing right in front of you.
Well, as soon as we step through, Sharks, the dark elf, pulls the hood back because finally out of that horrible bright sun.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see his young male drow. He looks like he's, in human terms, he would look only 17 or 18 years old or something like that.
Baby.
Fairly pale skin, completely bleached white hair, and you don't need to make any insight checks or anything to see that he is very excited to be here.
So sweet.
Have we been summoned, or is this like a...
You have been summoned.
Yeah.
You have been invited to this manor. You've been handpicked. You've all received invitations to be here at this time, at this place.
At some point up the stairs, Cricket, or Cricket, which is easier to say, will have handed you all a little business card that says, "Hi, my name is Cricket. Unless you speak Thrikreen, because he's an insect man, it will be easier if you just let me into your mind."
Wow, what did the rest of you do with this information? And what does Cricket look like, by the way?
Yes, so Cricket is he's on the large end of medium. If he stood up fully, he'd probably be slightly larger than that, but he's fairly hunched. He's got the standard insectoid build of a Thrikreen, so he's got the two sets of arms. One of them's quite small and almost vestigial, but not quite. Doesn't wear anything particularly. It's all just sort of segmented chitin all the way head to toe. A couple of little antennae out the top, clicky-clacky mandibles out the front. Big battle axe or great axe slung over his back.
Nice.
And a tiny little pouch full of business cards.
When
It's literally all he's wearing.
he hands Nell a business card, she will take the longest look at it, look up to him for an extraordinarily long time, look to his axe, look back at the card, shrug. That's what you're getting.
Okay. That'll be fine.
And what
color.
does Nell look like too, by the way, just
Yes.
before we
Oh yeah, Nell is a little shriveled. So think of like an olive that has been left out for a bit. That is Nell. She's like leather brown skin. She's got white hair scraped back into a very sensible bun, and she is wearing a cloak that obscures most of her, but you can see a big rolling pin at her hip and just like a massive axe haft covered in naked women, intricately carved, absolutely exquisite, protruding from her neck. And she just looks like the oldest thing you've ever seen, but also kind of borderline the meanest thing you've ever seen.
And it's quite scary for Nell to be back in the capital. But I don't think it's scary for Nell. I think it's scary for everyone
Jeez.
else.
They're locked in here with her.
There's
Yeah,
a
literally.
mutual sense of intense unhappiness with Nell being back in the capital. She doesn't want to be here, but since she got stuck beneath the ocean on what was meant to be a quick errand, things have just gotten worse.
It's a
So
rough
she's
day,
stuck
yeah.
here, and she's very pissed off about it.
Do we have our beautiful Birdman?
Ah,
is
yes,
stunning.
he's an Australian raven, except man-sized. that's basically it. He's got the
He's glisteningly black.
Shiny.
he's got the very very pale blue eyes and the the cravat feathers, and probably if he's yelling, he does the head forward thing as well. The full
And now it's not strange to see Aarakocra or Drow around in the city. It's definitely not common to see a Threakreen.
Yeah.
Definitely got some looks not unheard of, just not common. Not typically in the capital. So definitely got some looks on the way here. But once everyone saw you were headed toward the manor, they largely left you alone. So yeah, you all stand before this
Adventurers, yeah.
enormous door, intricately just carved with bones and skeletons and skulls. Like, this place is like a spirit Halloween. What do you do?
So it used to be like a hot dog house or something.
It used to be a hot dog house, and then they did move in.
Right, okay.
Nell
there's a
will
big
not
banner
hesitate
that
to take out her rolling pin and just rap it against the door.
Shucks is about, it starts saying, should we knock, and then bang.
Hang on, well, did I just hear pronouns it?
Hmm?
No,
Oh,
just the
so-
rolling pin.
The rolling pin.
No,
is in-
did okay.
No,
Okay.
it's here. I mean,
I
it as in the door is about to open, if that's what you heard.
The door goes by it. As
The door
does
does go by
rolling
it.
pin.
Okay,
Yes.
all right. Sorry, because in the last one shot,
Yes,
you had custom pronouns, so
we did. It's true.
So, Nell unceremoniously raps on the door with her enormous rolling pin, and it does immediately, like in a bad horror movie, it just creaks open. And standing in the middle of the doorway is, underneath an enormous black veil, is a skeleton. Doesn't look like it's made of bones. It looked like it's made of something very dark, perhaps onyx or obsidian. And it has the cranium is made of gold.
fancy.
Shucks is
One is fucking thrilled.
and Sharks is immediately fascinated and wants to. It just goes immediately, leans way too close to this thing to try and work out how it's constructed. Is it a construct? Is it actually undead?
I mean, you can make an investigation check if you'd like. No, make an intelligence check.
Arcana?
Cricket hands it a business card.
Can we make it an Arcana check?
We can make it an Arcana check just for you.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
It does accept the business card if you hand it one.
Yeah.
Doug, I
It
was gonna
takes it
say,
in both hands, looks at it with no eyes, bows, and puts it on a small silver tray.
This is the best first roll of a session ever.
What is it?
Is it a 1?
It's a natural one.
Oh, it looks like a skeleton.
Welcome to this side of the screen.
That's definitely a skeleton.
Oh yeah, like I've never rolled ones against you as Dungeon Master.
You
Yeah,
are
it's funnier
100%
now.
positive that is skeleton shaped.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep, a skeleton. Mark is
Um,
preoccupied with his business card. He says to Cricket, "Do I have to sign something?"
Cricket looks like he's forgotten how body language works, but then very quickly remembers how body language works in this area and shakes his head and his antenna sort of swing back and forth a touch.
Very cute.
Yeah.
He just sort of taps his forehead and then points at your forehead.
So Cricket
Shrug and nod.
and Shucks will say, "Oh, so you understand us? You can't speak."
Nod up and down, and the antenna sort of bounce.
Okay, cool.
Oh no, he's cute.
That's going to be. I was worried that. Yeah, cool. Okay, excellent. All right. Well,
Wonderful.
do we? And to the skeleton, he says, "Hi. We're supposed to be here. Do we follow you?"
The skeleton bows very deeply and very slowly. It ushers you. Follow it.
Mirrors
Does it
the bow.
walk or does it just kind of slide?
It walks. It's a
Okay.
walking skeleton.
Mm,
Don't know what it is. It is covered in a very long black veil that touches the ground.
mm, mm.
It's very dramatic.
Nice.
And you follow the skeleton and you follow it into this massive foyer with mahogany pillars of half-dead men holding up the ceiling and just skeletons, and it's black marble with veins of gold and just opulence and money. Everyone make a history check. You can do yours with advantage. Nigel?
No, I'm now Shucks.
Sharks. History, you say?
History.
I got a -1 on that. Let's go.
Yeah.
That's
you
an
can get
H.
A 9. Feels like Mozart.
Oh, 21. Nell
Hey.
is old.
17 for Cricket.
Okay.
21 for me also.
All right. So Nell and Shucks, you both know where you are. You know who summoned you. You know what this place is. This is the von Grimmelhausen Manor. These are rock stars in the world of magic. They run the Royal Necropolis. The head of the von Grimmelhausens is the court-appointed necromancer. They oversee funerals of royals. They do funeral rites for important people. They attend executions. And they also have a part in punishment as well. It's
Did
not
we
widely-
just realize this when we saw the columns?
No, as soon as you two got the invitation, you know who this was.
Right, yeah.
Cricket and Mark, not so much. You heard of these weird wizards who hang out with dead people, and that's about all you know.
Who are
That's
these
fair.
sexy goths?
Mark and anyone else who's let Cricket into their head just gets a low-level buzz of excitement at all of the death imagery floating around, mostly because they're black marble, and that sort of reminds him a little bit of home, and all the meat's gone. It's just the exoskeletons or the endoskeletons, the internals. He's like, makes me feel comfortable.
So you're all
Nell's
following.
shrug was assent to the
Cool.
head.
So you are following the skeleton, and then all of a sudden, out of just a side door, bursts this elf. Very pale skin, black hair, cut in a very sharp bob, huge black hat, a white lab coat with black gloves going all up the way, and he just says, "Oh, you're finally here. Don't mind the skeleton. Hi, come this way, please. Come on.
Follow eagerly.
Yep.
Wunderbar, wunderbar."
Nell
Right,
has
right,
been
right.
walking at a very steady, unbroken pace, and it is a little slower than the others, but she will not hesitate to keep going if everyone stops.
Okay. Come on, Grandma. Let's go. We're in a hurry. Right. So everyone got the invitation, I see.
Yep, he's-
Cricket will hand a business card.
Ooh.
I
Mark's
love
got his
him.
invitation.
You see just a slight hint of disgust at seeing you. Do an insight check.
Me?
Ooh, I'm not good at that.
No.
Yep.
It's, I keep
Better
going
than-
through cricket.
That is 9 for Cricket.
Probably disgusted specifically because you're a large bug. It's definitely the reason.
Yeah. I'll
not because-
rattle my chitin a little bit just
Not
to put
because
him
you
off a
don't
bit
have.
more.
Not because he's a necromancer and you don't have a skeleton.
I love that you're
Right.
a human in one campaign, and then every weird fucking thing in every other.
He's having fun.
It's like I
right.
have 2 settings.
He does. It's dark. Right, thank you all for coming. You probably know me. I am Maus von Grimmelhausen. I'm second in command here. It's von Grimmelhausen Estate. and we have hand-selected you for your skills in the matter. We are currently experiencing a small problem with a cursed magical object that has come into our possession. It's becoming a little bit of an issue. So that's why we have gathered you here today. If you would
Nell
simply
will
follow.
just give a very heavy sigh.
Okay, well, I'm probably older than you, so anyway. He's talking as you are walking, just not letting off. As you're walking through these halls, you see various other elves, half-elves. Everything crossed with an elf you can imagine is here. There's a half-orc, half-elf. There are half-dwarf, half-elves. There are pure-blood elves of every kind.
Does a
You
half
noticed-
orc, half elf just have the most insane bone structure?
Definitely.
It really would. Like the high
Just
cheekbones,
all
but also
cheeks
the
will be,
angles.
jaw.
If you would like to make, what would that be? An perception. Make a perception check for me now.
I'm just picturing Halson from Baldur's Gate 3.
We are not all playing that,
Sorry,
David. We
sorry.
don't all have mental images.
He's the guy
My
who
think
mental
I'm up to
image
that
is
guy
just
yet.
all the Dragonborn. So you're gonna say Baldur's Gate, and I'm gonna be like, Dragonborn.
He's the guy who turns into a bear.
There are no Dragonborn here. You do notice that.
Okay. Zan is
Nell got a
disappointed.
19.
You do spy this one. You clearly guess this is a half-orc, half-elf, and he is stunning. He is about 7 foot tall, long, silky black hair, incredible cheekbones, very pale green skin, beautiful long ears, absolute stunner. Like
Any
fierce
dark-
bridge.
any dark elves?
Make just a perception check.
6.
That's a
Probably.
shame.
Wow.
A lot of
I'm-
elves
I'm-
around.
I'm rolling well.
Shrug.
Sorry, get it out
Any-
now.
Any bug elves?
Make a check.
They're all bug
From the
elves.
look on his face when you arrived, I'm going to say nah.
15.
No.
Wow.
You do notice that all of them are sort of just like watching you specifically go past, and they're just like, "Ooh." Not like outwardly rude, just like, "Ooh."
No, it's
Seen
a
one of
look that
those
Cricket's
before.
used to.
Yeah.
Anyone who gets close enough will be offered a business card, but he's not going out of his way. He's not walking into rooms to hand cards over.
Mouse does
He
see
has
you
a
eyeing
finite
off.
amount, right?
Mouse does see you eyeing off his cousin, Nell. That's cousin Max. He doesn't talk, so there's no point in speaking to him.
Oh, you don't speak to many people anyway.
I was going to say you go. Right, now, as I was saying, you do notice that every single one of these elves, half-elves that you're seeing, all of them have black hair, all of them have a beauty mark underneath their left eye, and every single one of them has green eyes. The family resemblance is strong in this lot, so you do get the sense that all of these are related. All of these people are related.
Now, are they related in like the normal way, or are they related in like the freaky orgy way? Like, how weird is this house we are in?
You don't know.
That's
What's
a
the tension?
question.
Are we familial or are we familial?
You do see one regular dude, just a man, just a human man with brown hair and a ponytail, sitting there having tea and reading the newspaper. That is the one strange thing that sticks out in this like freak show,
Interesting.
like Rocky Horror presents.
Brad's just there.
Literally, he's just Ken. Like his job is chair right now. Right, so this way, Mouse brings you to this very large room, and it is lined with what you imagine to be lead. And in the middle of this room is a little present. It is wrapped in pink wrapping paper, topped with a very large red bow. And there, you can't read it from here, but there is a small tag on it as well. And you do notice behind you now there is a gaggle of like these weird half-elves following you. And one of them pushes through, and Mouse is just like, Moritz, explain. And this very young elf comes through. He's very dark tan skin, very short, black, chopped up hair, massive big goggles on. And he's like, right. So this is what we're having problem with. This is a box that's been sucking adventurers in for the past who knows how long. Anyway, we sort of picked up on the stories, and it turns out there's massive necromantic energy emanating from it. And you notice that no one is stepping in the room. You're all standing in there. They're not. We don't really know what's going on in there, so that's why we hired you to go in and find out what's happening. Maybe there's some adventurers still alive in there. Probably not, but who knows?
Cricket pulls his axe and just kind of gestures at the box with like one antenna raised in a quizzical motion.
Yes, box. Go to box.
And
Nell
Mime's
respects
whacking
that
the box
Cricket
with the.
just did exactly what she was about to do.
What are we waiting for?
Yeah, exactly. Like miming smashing it with the axe.
Moritz, this young elf that you've now just met, looks at Mouse, and Mouse is just like, go ahead, see what happens. And all of them take about 2 steps back.
All right. Cricket swings an axe at the adventure box before we start.
Sure, roll to hit the box.
This is definitely going to solve it.
Text on
Yeah, exactly.
screen just appeared. Nell Barley liked that.
26 to hit with my great axe.
26 to hit. Okay, let me just.
Oh my god, it has a stat block.
Uh-oh.
Is the final boss just the box?
You take
Spoilers.
Oh no.
6 points of necrotic damage as just a massive blast of energy hits you. Sickly green, and all you hear it's like 50 necromancers behind you all going, ooh.
Well, we learned
They don't
something.
There
Yeah.
is like a chittering sound from Cricket that is not pleasant as he takes the damage.
Shucks is going to take command and say, all right, everybody stand back. This is obviously a dangerous artifact.
You
Now,
don't say.
I am going to try to use magic to identify this box.
Oh, God.
I'd like to cast Identify on it, please.
Nell is just massaging the bridge of her nose.
The 50 wizards behind you who are watching this are just.
Speaking of the 50 wizards behind me, Cricket
Go ahead.
is rifling through his little pouch and he finds like a little banner that just has healer ?
Oh. Actually, go ahead and cast Identify.
Good. It's going to take me 11 minutes because it's a ritual.
Go for it. We're going to find a healer. Mouse is speaking to you, Cricket. Actually, we do have one. Cruel Bear! Someone get him for me. And one of the necromancers runs off, and he comes back, and behind him is lugging that very, very boring human man who is wearing
Yes.
He's wearing his make a religion check, all of you. Not you, Mr. Wizard, because you're casting.
That
See.
one, Cricket knows nothing of religion.
Religion. 8.
Flaccid
pants,
20 again
Nell,
because Nell is
again.
old.
Nell knows what's up. April hasn't done any custom gods in her world yet, so you recognize the symbol around his neck to be the symbol of the god Tyr, the god of justice.
Nice.
Well, this lumbering man just pushes past all of these like black-haired, squirrely, thin half elves, and he's just like, "Oh, right. I was going to come here. You don't have to worry." And Mouse stands up on his little tippy toes and gives him a kiss on the cheek. It's very sweet. This is actually my friend's
Aw.
character. And my character is
Aw.
Mouse, and they married in game. So
Aw.
Aw.
Oh man, we gotta look after this NPC. Friends.
this is my husband.
Protect the normie.
Yeah,
This is-
Cricket hands him a business card.
Thank you. He puts
So
it in
how
his
old?
pouch.
So he's a human man.
He's a very tall, boring human man.
How
This
old?
is my husband. How old? He's like in his like early 40s.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Respectable.
This is my husband Steiner. He will be helping you. Yay. I really don't know how his stupid magic works, so it's up to him what he does. Steiner just looks like he's used to this.
Mhm.
He hands you, Nell, this amulet. And he says to you, if anything really goes wrong, just break this on ground, help will come. And I mean it. I mean, like, things go really bad. Like, bad. Like, Tara's gonna blimp bad.
Mhm. Mhm. Nell will look at it and then put it in her pocket.
Wonderful. I'm going to go now. So you get the sense that this is
Cricket
just a
holds up
regular
his sign
day.
again. Healer ?
I gave you healing. I gave you help. What more you want? I'm not going in there with you.
Oh, did you heal me?
He didn't heal you.
No, I didn't think so. Cricket's just going to point to it again. Healing ?
He slaps you on the back and bonus action healing words you for 6 points of healing.
Cricket
And-
rummages through his bag again and finds the thank you note.
You're welcome. You see the absolute amount of scars covering this man, and you get the sense that he's probably not your typical cleric, that he may be more of a war cleric.
He's one of those battle clerics.
He's a battle cleric. Tyr is a god of justice and war, so... And he pushes past all these squirrely necromancers to go back to his reading. You get the sense from his deadpan attitude that this is just like a regular day in the von Grimmelhausen Manor. How did Identify go?
Well, you tell me.
It's a present box that's emanating horrific amounts of necrotic energy.
So after
what was your findings, little wizard?
After 11 minutes, Sharks is going to say, "Yeah, I got nothing other than what you've said, so..."
Yeah, you think that maybe some of the most powerful wizards in the land haven't sort of figured this out yet. You're so cute. How old are you little boy?
I'm sorry, I thought I was helping.
Oh, you're so sweet.
So
anyway,
you want us to go in
Nell
there?
will give him a little slap, and then she'll be like, "So are we going in?"
all the wizards take a step back again. Touch it! Go on!
Nell will just go and fucking touch it.
As soon as Nell walks up to it, you can read the little tag that is on the present. It does say, "Open me."
Delightful. Nell will do that.
As soon as you touch it, Nell, I assume it's just like one of those presents where you can lift the lid off.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as you do that, you're the only ones in the room. All the other necromancers have stepped out. There is a explosion of pink glitter. And you are all of you are enveloped in this cloud of sparkles. It's in your eyes, it's in your lungs, it's in your noses. You are coughing, you are hacking, and everything goes dark.
So just as that happens, Sharks turns back to Mars and says, "So who is this a present for?" And then is gone.
Oh no, as I go. I've missed them. Anyway, I'll take it.
Cricket's compound eyes are not having fun with the glitter.
It's probably not great. All right, so
Unhappy
all of
bird
you-
noises.
it's all gone dark.
Ah.
All of you.
Mark and Nell know each other, and I think they're not making eye contact after what happened last time.
Stuff got weird.
You guys have been sucked into places. I didn't realize that was becoming a theme. It's because we did one shots. It's just nice to have you guys sucked into places. So
She
all of you
definitely
eventually-
recognized Mark, and she's not saying anything.
All of you eventually open your eyes and you can look around. Before you, the world is strangely pleasant. It is warm. It is a sunny day. Probably not pleasant for a drow, I realize now. And the air smells weirdly sweet. Before you is a set of enormous bubblegum pink wrought iron gates with an intricate Gothic design. However, they do seem shinier than your typical wrought iron. And that's what you see. And then hedges, just infinity in every other direction.
Nell will again take out her rolling pin and rap on the gates.
Do I see any dead, any skeletons of adventurers around us?
Make an investigation check.
Ooh, I'm not bad at that. That's
Nell is.
Come on, give me my number.
The gates, you said they're real pink and they're kind of a bit shiny. They're possibly not wrought iron.
Yes.
Is the rest of the terrain like kind of normal?
Yeah, it's grass
Mm-hmm.
and like hedges, but it's like pastel.
Mm-hmm.
It smells pretty.
22.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay, good. That's encouraging.
Yeah. Is Nell rapping on the gates with her giant?
She sure is.
Literally right next to you, Nell, as you go banging on these gates.
Yes. Oh, is that what?
Nell, you turn your head and there is a gargoyle standing next to you, fluttering next to you.
Speak up.
You turn your head and you see this gargoyle. He's wearing a big red party bow and a party hat. He flits over in front of all of you, and he is reading off a card that he has. And he says in a very monotone voice, "Dear adventurers, welcome. You have been invited to the birthday girl celebration in the Castle of Sweets. Please do not be late, and do not forget, take a present." Suddenly all of you feel something around your wrists, and you look down and you see a string, and attached to that string, floating a little bit above your head, is a purple balloon. Those are your invitations. Please do not lose them. Thank you. Gargoyle flits off down the way. And then the gates open.
I'd say this is weird, but it sort of plays along with the box.
Does anyone have anything that could act as a present?
Actually, and I didn't detail this because we didn't go into depth, I guess, about possessions except for the business cards. But Mark has a pouch of shiny things.
Wonderful.
Because he collects them a bit. He likes them.
He's a crow.
So he probably does have like pretty rocks and things. And so, well, at the "does anyone have a present?" he kind of bird head tilt. Maybe.
So these bubblegum pink gates have swung open, and you see in front of you is a garden, a beautiful garden. Everything's kind of like in pastel shades. It smells like, those little mint leaf lollies.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Smells like green and sugar.
Smells like green and sugar and mint.
Sharks is squinting his eyes and shielding them, and he's just stepped into hell basically.
Yeah. So the world is open to you, my friends.
Okay. I think. Oh, Jay.
Those of you who are connected to cricket get just an impression of forward motion,
Mm-hmm.
but
What is
somewhat
directly?
questioning.
Yeah, what is directly ahead of us?
A beautiful garden.
But
There's like a
like,
big water fountain in the center. You can walk into it. It's not going to bite you.
yeah, I was just like, sort of, what can we
Yeah.
see beyond? Is there a
You say it won't, but we don't know that.
Make
Actually-
a investigation check, Mark.
Oops, sorry,
Mark.
I rolled one too.
Oh, you know what? All of you, go ahead. You all have eyes.
Because yeah, I'm thinking like, do we see? Is there a house somewhere? Is there more balloons or kind of? But anyway, perception. You said?
21.
Investigation.
Oh, investigation. Bugger! I just pressed perception. The perception was 24. Investigation is 1.
We'll take the 24. It's fine. I'm a kind and loving.
It was a
pumpkin.
flaccid one though, because it was 2, but with a -1.
What about our beautiful drown cricket?
21.
Cricket got a 13. So
Oh, okay.
13.
I think honestly that's all of you enough to see, like, in the distance, looking like a painted backdrop, you see this very cartoonish looking castle. And even from this distance, you can tell that this castle is made of like ice cream and cake. And there's like a winding path up to it. But it does look like a painting. It's weird. It like looks like it's far away, but it also looks like a backdrop in a play.
I love this for us.
Mark probably thinks that in that case, well, let's go in that direction, I guess, because that looks like where people might be.
Sure.
Mhm.
So you're walking through the gardens and
Cricket kind of drops on all 6 and uses his adaptive camouflage to match the pastel green of the grass as he's sort of scuttling along.
Oh man, now you're candy bug.
So I just kind of disappear a little bit into the background.
it's very cute. And what you're disappearing into specifically is this beautiful topiary garden.
Ooh.
You see horses and a unicorn and a bugbear and like a half-orc with a sword and like a guy with a really detailed bag of holding, like really specific with things falling out of it. These are really detailed topiaries.
Mhm.
Weird.
Hmm.
Very
I feel everyone dislikes that.
Okay. Sharks is going to cast Mage Armor.
Sure, you can do that. So yeah, you're walking in this beautiful topiary garden, and in the distance, you think you can hear something. Kind of sounds like someone crying for help,
Right.
coming from further in the garden to the side.
Anyone else hear
side.
that?
What?
I thought I heard someone.
It's
What?
like a, oh, me, in the distance. And you hear sounds of like fighting.
Do they specifically sound that small and creepy?
I think that was supposed to be distant voice.
That was distant.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah. I'm doing my best.
All right.
Sounded very one of the Shining twins.
Look, it's difficult
No.
when Discord kind of decides to nix things sometimes as well. Happens all the time in Pathfinder because our DM is he likes goblin voices and Discord does not like goblin voices.
Discord doesn't like double voices. You hear the sound of like brush, like if someone was running through the brush, and the sounds of fighting, and then just this gentle, sad, distressed voice asking for help.
All right, Cricket will stealth scuttle up and see what's what.
So you scuttle into the garden. There's a big fountain in the center, and as soon as you turn the corner, Cricket, you see this like white shape on the ground, and around it you see these massive like bushes attacking this creature.
Oh.
This is definitely the source of the voice.
What is this creature?
Yeah, what's it look like? Is it cute?
Yeah, what have I
Better
got?
not be
Is
a
it
Which
unicorn.
one? Not the bushes or the white thing?
the white thing first, I think, is what Cricket is going to try and identify.
Perception checks, all of you. Who's
Oh,
looking?
yeah. I'm looking, and I'm also like Doug, hoping it's not a unicorn.
12.
Disadvantage.
for Cricket.
Disadvantage for me because of the sun, but that's still a
Yes.
13.
Right, so
18.
okay.
Oh,
18,
Mark might win. 15 for Cricket.
15, and Nell?
I got a thing I've already forgotten. 12.
12. So, Cricket, you got an 18.
15. Mark got the 18.
15.
Yeah, I got the 18.
Okay. So, Cricket and Mark, you have heard of these creatures before. You see in the distance, with a hoof over its eyes, cowering, you
God,
see
it
a
is.
very small set of white wings and a golden mane. It's a Pegasus pony.
Oh,
And she is being beset by these giant bushes. One looks like a human with like some sort of like bush great axe. And the other one is like a goblin with bush daggers. Really, really good topiaries, whoever made these.
Jacques says, I've heard of these creatures. They're called nightmares.
What?
I guess Cricket will relay a surge of action back to everybody else telepathically who's connected to him telepathically. And I want to try and sneak up on one of the topiaries.
Okay.
No.
I will put you all in the garden.
Fun.
I don't know if that worked.
Yes, it did.
Yay! So Dungeon Master, if you could just throw on like 3 random tokens for me.
I'm
that'd
just
be
gonna
great.
refresh real fast and see if that helps.
Yeah,
What
I don't have a
size?
token in
I've
this
just got
thing.
black.
What size?
2,
Yeah, just black,
1
'cause I don't have a
medium and 2
token.
large.
Okay.
Do enjoy that the B-Day folder is hot pink.
Oh, there you all are. Can I put you on here?
You
There
should
you
be
go.
able to, yeah.
Here you go.
Oh,
Oh,
hi.
Black and white.
no, I clicked on Mark and everything's gone dark.
Ah.
Ah! So many things
Ah.
happening.
Sorry, I will just configure the lighting. Boom, boom, boom. Done.
Hey,
thank you.
daylight.
Pretty.
Okay.
God. Imagine those big topiaries.
So there was 2 medium.
1 medium, 2 large, please.
Okay, I'll put in a zombie for medium.
And one of them, if you have a horse or something pretty, that'll be the. Okay, the zombie can be the medium. That's fine.
Yeah, your pretty pony is a zombie.
The zombie is the
Sure.
pretty Pegasus pony.
Okay, never
Noted.
mind. I shall get rid of the unicorn then.
We're rolling with this. It's necromantic. It works. It's the energy.
Mhm.
Nope, young black dragons are too large.
Uh,
Off the top of your head, April, what's a large-sized creature?
Shambling mound.
Fire bears are large, I think.
Yeah, they don't have icons. Oh well.
It's all right. We can literally use anything. This
Yep.
is just. So
That's
this
a
is
good
what you
generic
see.
bad guy icon. No,
It is. It's very spooky, scary. So yeah, you see this poor little Pegasus pony crying out for help with her hooves over her little nose. So
well-
you're gonna try and sneak up on them, Cricket?
I am, and get a surprise round in if I can.
Go for it. They do not notice you. They are wailing on this pony.
Aw,
Perfect.
poor pony.
So Cricket then is, I guess, moving up. I don't get any more context on what's going on. Just a pony getting beat up by topiary.
You just see a Pegasus pony crying out for help.
Sounds
Alright,
about
well-
normal.
In that case, then I'm going to drop into combat. Then all of the chameleonic effect of Cricket's carapace sort of flows away. His normally quite dark black carapace gets some really bright red and yellow spots on it.
Ooh.
As he drops into a rage, which is his big threat display. The top part of his back sort of chitin flips up, and there's two big like eyeballs or like fake eyes on it as like a threat display.
What scary.
So he drops into a rage and he swings an axe at this guy.
All right. Go surprise round, everyone. Go for it.
No.
Does that give me
Now, I
advantage or
gotta
anything?
remember how to roll for initiative.
No,
It is-
so it
I
doesn't
will-
give you advantage. It just like you get a
Yeah,
round.
just I get the round. Yeah.
yeah.
Where's the fist? I forget where the fist is.
Where is?
Oh, there it is. Found
yeah.
it. I found it.
Sword.
Yeah,
It's not a
it's
fist.
cross. It's cross swords now,
Yep.
and I had to just go and select you and add you into combat, so that is done. now.
Hey,
Thank you, other dungeon master.
comrade dungeon master.
So Cricket will get round, and then we'll go to the top of the round again. And then if you could put in my animated topiaries for a 12 and a 16, that would be great.
Yep.
Oh, I can just roll them. Cool. I'll just roll my Pegasus pony.
Cool.
There we go.
That's using
Alrighty,
zombie initiative bonus, but it
Zombie,
doesn't really
yeah.
matter.
We can call her zombie for now.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Zombie flutter or
So-
whatever. Isn't that how the names work?
That's how it works. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go for it, Cricket.
I am going to make my first swing then with my great axe,
Yeah.
rolling a flaccid 20 to hit.
That hits.
They can go ahead and take 11, 12, 13, 14 points of damage.
Ooh.
And then the second great axe out of my second attack for the round is a
Heavens.
natural 1. So I'm going to go ahead and attack recklessly on that one to give myself
All
advantage.
right. Give it an advantage.
For a flaccid 23,
That hits.
which is going to do another 13 damage.
So you guys all see this creature. I don't know how many of you are used to cricket creens before, with this terrifying threat display suddenly rip off a great axe off his back and just cleave this bush in twain. It seems to do more damage than you were sort of expecting for the size, but you have topiaried this topiary and it falls, just explodes into leaves.
Wow.
When a
There
threat
is
dis-
a loud rattling of all of the chitin, which is like a victory shout.
Very scary.
Hmm.
When the threat
round.
display went up, Mark did a kind of feathery poof.
All right, top of the round, and I think it's cricket again.
Cricket again. So we're going to run over and we're going to cut the other
Cricket.
one to pieces.
Tonight, no one else may play.
No, just cricket.
We just have a group
17?
of people raising an eyebrow at this weird little insect.
17 hits.
I mean, Sharks is still trying to decide which side we should be on in this fight.
17 damage out of the first swing.
Uh-huh.
And then a 27 to hit with the next one.
27 hits. Go ahead and roll
Which is
damage.
going to be a 9, 10, 11, 12 out of the next one.
another explosion of leaves as this topiary is simply clothed. You make the rest of you make a perception check.
Okay, perceive.
Are we
Let's
checking the
do it.
topiary for innocence?
Yep, plant definitely dead. 22.
That's good.
I rolled
Also 22.
I rolled a nat 20, but because of my disadvantage in the sun, it's a 10.
Well, you know what?
No.
Are you sure? It's
I'm
technically still
keeping
the
it.
sun.
Yep.
Okay. All right. What did you get, Nell?
22 also.
So Mark and Nell, you swear you heard a scream when this topiary exploded,
Yep.
but you're not entirely sure. So the topiaries have just exploded into. I keep trying to say feathers. That's horrible. Leaves. And the little pony raises her little hoof up above her face, and you see at the end of her muzzle, where you would expect a horse's mouth, you see a curved beak, because she is a little Pegasus pony.
Oh.
Well,
she just
she
goes-
sees a fully raged out,
Fucking horrifying
full threat display.
and she does scream, and you see all of her little feathers poof out, her tail feathers poof out very big. She's very scared, and she immediately covers her face again with her hooves.
Cricket isn't slowing down at this point. Cricket is his blood. Well, I say blood. His fluids are up. Someone else will have to do the talking. Cricket is now into a hedgerow, just swinging with his axe.
You are just devastating that hedge.
Angry gardener.
Someone's hard work is just going down the goddamn
Well, look,
toilet.
I was next in initiative, so how about Mark will hop over?
Sure. She's shaking like a leaf. That's a bad turn of phrase, isn't it?
Given what just happened to the leaves, maybe not.
Yeah.
Are you all right?
Oh my goodness! What is that monster?
He's our friend. Don't worry.
A friend? And she looks up. She takes a hoof off her eye, and Cricket's just absolutely tearing apart the garden.
Yeah, just hacking the garden to pieces.
While being
trees.
while being addressed by a giant anthropomorphic raven.
Yeah, well,
at least they both have feathers, I suppose.
Yeah. Actually, that's probably out of all of us.
Oh my goodness! So there's big, scary. Are the other monsters gone? And she looks around.
Shucks just turns to Nell and says, I don't know, do you think maybe the topiaries were the good guys in this?
How did you get attacked by the greenery?
I was sucked into the present box, of course. I've been here for a long time, but I lost my balloon.
Oh.
Oh, this thing.
Yeah. Yes, that's the one. That's the invitation from the birthday girl. If you don't have it, you can't go to the castle.
Ah.
What are you?
Oh, I'm a Pegasus pony, of course. And she stands up. She's not very big. She's not a Pegasus horse. She's a Pegasus pony.
Okay.
So she's maybe like a bit bigger than a Shetland, but like not much.
Do
With a golden mane with curls and a little purple bow on her tail.
Do these creatures exist in the world as far as we know?
Yes, you know that Pegasi are from the Feywilds.
Okay.
But you know, with Torn being the way it is, there's many portals to the Feywilds, and Pegasi, unicorns, it's not unheard of to encounter them.
So, how did you touched the box? How did you find the box?
Well, it was in a little cottage, of course.
Ah. Since been found by others.
So it wasn't in a necromancer's mansion.
Necromancer's mansion? No, of course not. It was in a lovely little cottage in the woods. I stopped by the wishing well for a drink and I fell in and my wings got all wet. I couldn't climb out until a nice person saved me. Then they invited me into the cottage and there was the present. I touched it and then I was here.
Who was this nice person?
What was that?
Who was this nice person?
I don't know.
Can you
All I
can you
remember-
describe them for us?
Oh gosh, it's been maybe a long time. Maybe it's only been a few hours. Time runs funny in here. All I know is that I was given a balloon, and then I was attacked by those topiary monsters so long ago? Or maybe it wasn't that long ago. Anyway, I don't have my balloon anymore. I tried to go to the castle for help, but they wouldn't let me in.
Did you try going back? Oh, I suppose if you just lost it, then you could ask that fella at the front for another one, maybe.
I never saw him again.
Hmm.
And you do recall that the gargoyle did fly off.
Interesting. Who's this birthday girl?
Birthday girl? Well, she's the one whose party that this is.
Do you know anything else? I guess you haven't seen her yet if you can't go there.
I mean, as far as I know, that she stays in the castle, and everyone who comes in is invited to her birthday. I've seen adventurers come and go. Well, go's a strong word. They walk through the gardens. They get through. They go to the castle, and they never come back out. I've been wandering these gardens for a long time. Or maybe not a long time. I don't know.
I'm terrified of this tiny little Pegasus.
She's a fight. Give her a break. Weird there.
Cricket splits like a fairly sizable trunk of something with his axe, and his rage ends.
Oh my goodness.
Like all the bits flip down, everything goes back to like mottled reds and yellows and blacks. Yeah, basically. And like Cricket just sort of shakes it out and is like, wanders over and hands a business card to the Pegasus pony.
She takes it with her hoof. You don't know how, but she takes it. Oh, thank you.
You have to roll sand damage to figure out how she does that without opposable thumb. It's like,
I'll put that somewhere. And she just sort of stands on it for now. She doesn't have any pouches.
That's fair.
Are you going to the birthday girl's party? I'll be careful if I were you.
Is there... this is partly Sharks just looking around and also wondering out loud. Is there anywhere else to go around here?
Not that I know of. There's the garden, which is where we are. And then there's the way to the castle.
I guess we go to the castle.
we could
Well-
perhaps ask if they have got spare invitations.
Oh, maybe. I can come with you if you want, but I can't go in. They won't let me.
Mark looks to the others for this one. He doesn't really want to be in charge, so hopefully somebody else has an opinion.
Cricket shrugs and defers judgment.
Nell also kind of wants to shrug.
Oh boy.
Wow. All of you. Such decision making.
And Sharks says, why do you want to go to the party?
I don't want to go to the party. I want to leave.
So,
As far as I know, the only way out must be in the castle, because it's the only place I haven't been.
so you've tried going back through the gate?
You can't.
Can we all... Nell is going to look back to the gate.
And you do look back to the gate, it's shut.
Mm-hmm.
Big bubblegum pink shiny wrought something gates are shut.
Can you fly?
Of course I can.
Have you
She
tried
flaps her
flying
little
over
wings.
it?
Oh, you can't.
Do you know that? Have you tried?
Yes, of course I have.
I'm going to do an insight check. Something about this.
This pony is too cute.
Yeah, it's unnatural.
Go for it. Do an inside check.
18.
As far as you know, she's telling the truth.
Yeah, look, I'm very low in. Mark takes this completely on face.
Yeah, Cricket has
Even
no
with
reason to doubt her.
18, she is telling the truth.
Nell
You can't-
suspects
you can't fly over it.
she's in an the only way out is through situation.
I've probably been in a lot of those before.
We
Haven't
have
you
been in
noticed?
one together, Mark.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Haven't you noticed the sky? And she looks up, and all of you do notice the sky. Everyone make an investigation check for me.
All right, let's investigate. What does that sky actually look like?
9.
It's the
24.
sky.
See, Mark apparently knows
Ooh,
stuff about the
10.
sky because I got
He
a
is.
17 minus 1.
He's
I would
a
hope so. He was
bird.
probably born on the plane of air.
Yeah.
What was that now?
Like 10.
Okay, so Sharks and Mark, you do look, all of you look up at the sky, but Sharks and Mark in particular, it looks like the sky. It's beautiful, fluffy white clouds. Notice that the clouds aren't moving;
Mm-hmm.
they are in place.
This is what happened the last time Nell and Mark got put in a pocket dimension. Nell, again, does not want to bring it up.
Mark
But
just
she's
kind
taking note. She's gonna glance an eyeball over at Mark.
of. I think he might also kind of meet her eye just a little bit, and kind of go, "Fuck."
Yeah, Nell's gonna
Why?
sigh, and
Language.
Nell is gonna suggest that we make for the castle.
Yep. Mark's along with that. Let's go.
Did any of you your names before you go?
Eh. She may be fey, but she doesn't know how many A's are in it. Mark.
Mark. Lovely name. My name is Surprise.
Oh god.
And she
Cricket
does a
just
little
points
twirl.
at the business card.
Oh, of course.
Chitters happily.
You can call me Barley.
Wonderful.
And I'm
Nell is gonna look at him meaningfully and cough.
yeah.
His
He's
name's
going to
Metericus,
say-
of course.
You can just call me friend.
What a lovely name. Strangers are just friends we haven't met yet. Anyway, please be careful on your way to the castle. There are some scary creatures up there.
Are all the trees that mean?
Oh, no, just these ones. These are the only trees. This is the only garden.
Ah.
She just
Well-
Cricket drops back into scuttle mode, so he's gone like the color of the pavement and is scuttling, which I have realized is a bit weird given that he has a purple balloon tied to an arm.
Yeah, you do.
So there's just
You
a
do.
balloon.
You see the it's quite
Shifting.
funny.
Very
It's
useful
like
for
what- it's like
finding
that-
him.
It's like
Yeah.
that video where they've tied the balloon to the turtle.
Yes.
Yeah, like, oh, there he is.
Yeah.
It's very much like that. It's quite funny.
Shucks.
But he's in theory being stealthy.
Shucks is. All right. I cannot wait to get out of this place and back to that lovely gloomy mansion we came out of. So let's get going.
Oh, that's optimistic.
Bye. I'll be
Take
here.
care.
If you get out, or if you find a way out, please tell me.
Alrighty.
Cricket's off. Cricket
On
has
we
scuttled.
go.
We go.
Right. So even though the castle seemed really far away in the distance, as you start to walk towards it, it kind of like comically seems to like chunk closer and closer. Like you're playing an old like Commodore 64 game and it's just like a different
Yes.
loading screen each time.
Perfect.
The bit where it changes over from being the skybox to a model.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't understand how you've traversed between the garden and where you are, but you come to the castle. But the portcullis is down and the drawbridge is up, and there is a massive moat before you.
Are the aesthetics of this castle consistent with everything we've seen so far?
Oh, absolutely. Like, even without making any checks at all, this is like, imagine an ice, like a kid's princess fairy cake made of ice cream. The turrets of the
Is it like
castle are
waffle
upturned
cones?
ice. Yeah, waffle cones.
And what's in
It's
the moat?
great.
sugar pearls, and
Do you take a look?
Yeah, let's look at the moat.
it's blood.
Blood.
It's
It's not blood.
strawberry syrup.
Natural 1!
Natural 1. It's liquid.
What are we doing? Perception.
Yeah. Investigation.
Oh, sorry.
For anyone else who wants to look at what the moat could be.
Yeah,
Investigation. That is 11.
my investigation's a -1 as well, but let's go.
It's wet.
11.
14 is just what you needed, so you're all good. All of you can smell it. It smells sweet. It smells good. Looking at it, you see these like little chunks of something floating in it. And Cricket, you do notice that it seems to be berries, really big berries. You get the sense that this is maybe some sort of bubbling berry punch.
Wow.
High sugar content then, yeah?
Really sugary.
Oh boy.
Cricket's an insect.
Yeah.
So he like flips out and is just like inhaling as much of it as he can.
Like
Oh, so all
literally,
of you
are
see
you drinking the
Cricket.
moat?
All of you see Cricket run down to the edge of this moat and start just
What?
mouth
Wait.
piecing.
Maybe
Yeah.
you shouldn't. Oh.
Down on all six, scuttling down. No.
Cricket, you are happily mealing away at this delicious bubbling berry punch.
Yep.
And does a 26 hit you?
Is this a surprise
That's a-
attack?
Does a 26
Fun
hit?
fact, I can't be surprised as long as my
Give me
first action is
alert.
to rage.
Oh. Sure. Go for it.
Let
Do
me
that.
let me have a look. Hang on. Let me find it for you so that I'm not lying. Where is it? Dum. Yes,
matter what
feral
happens.
instincts. You have advantage on initiative rolls. Also, if you are surprised at the beginning of combat but not incapacitated, you can act normally on your first turn if you enter a rage before doing anything else.
If you are not incapacitated.
Yeah, but like if your initiative's lower than mine, I still get to go before you.
But you're surprised. But you can't
But
be
I'm not surprised if I rage. Yeah.
Right. This is so
That's
common.
quite the
Okay, we're going to
loophole.
figure this out. But the rest of you basically see Cricket down at the edge of this bubbling berry punch moat, drinking away happily. You see this enormous shape moving through the water, the punch. And out of nowhere, an enormous, shiny, chocolatey brown crocodile opens its doors and just chomps down on Cricket.
Okay, just real
And
quick
we
though.
are-
Does Cricket have a proboscis?
No, it's all mandibles, so he's just
Okay.
like
Very
Alright.
important.
Yeah.
Okay. Because that means his
So
face was in there, so like.
if you'd all
Yeah.
like to roll initiative for the crocodile,
The crocodile.
The
and Cricket,
crocodile.
whatever you need to resolve can happen.
So
I've still got the last one. How do we get rid of that?
To reset.
Yeah.
I don't know how.
Okay.
I've just
I rolled in D&D Beyond. I'm on 18 for initiative.
Oh, there you go. It's fixed it
So it's
now.
got-
yeah,
reset.
I've just put you back in.
Thank you.
Okay, never mind then. I will roll with advantage.
One huge beast, please, Dungeon Master. I don't have a map for this one, so we can just
Okay.
play.
Sorry, I feel like I have brought up one of the side encounters by
It was
cricketing.
an encounter. I dead ass wasn't expecting you guys to touch the moat.
Sorry.
Why would you ever expect us
don't know.
not
I
to
don't
touch
know.
the
Yeah, I was
dumb
gonna
fucking
say.
liquid thing?
You do
I don't
have dug
It's
in your
liquid. We're going in it.
cave.
There you go. How about we make the
Good.
edge of the map the
Yeah,
moat?
let's say that. And then
Aw.
Cricket is there we go. And that's the crocodile. So it is a chocolate crocodile to be very specific.
Wonderful.
It's a milk chocolate crocodile.
I personally would like to eat it.
You
Yes.
can try.
No, she's saying I personally, so that means kind
I
of avoid it.
personally,
I'll find
Kindwin
it.
is famished. I want chocolate. I want
We have-
chocolate.
I still
in the
don't know where
Northern
my chocolate
Territory.
is.
Oh my God.
They
Is
sell
he-
crocodiles.
Is he a saltwater crocodile, which means he's a salted chocolate crocodile?
Absolutely, now he is.
Oh, oh man.
So you do see,
My
now you're not
favourite.
taking any damage, but just for flavour, you do see Cricket's head in the mouth of a crocodile who lives in the bubbling berry punch mode.
Just for flavour.
Oh, sounds
Cool.
delicious.
So I've added the crocodile to the initiative count, and I've done a roll. But if you've got stats that you want to roll with, April, go ahead and I'll.
Nah, that's two's fine. Let's roll
Cool.
with it.
Okay.
Go. So Cricket, please go ahead. You're
So I
first in
guess-
the initiative anyway, so.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess I'll drop into a rage anyway because I'd have to avoid taking the surprise round. So I'm going to rage and I'm going to swing at you, you stupid
Go
chocolate
for it.
crocodile.
Fucking crocodile.
24.
24 does hit.
Crocodile can take 19 points of great axe damage.
That's
I am
pretty good.
really
I need to-
enjoying cricket. Just
Or reckless attack.
Shitting out.
fucking up my Candy Kingdom.
16 to hit with a reckless
He
attack.
does not hit.
Okay, well, I'll miss with that, and you get advantage on me when it's your turn to bite me.
Yes, reckless attack. Yes. Okay. So surprise round for everyone else. So now the crocodile's turn.
Now the crocodile, indeed.
So the crocodile is going to bite Cricket.
Good choice.
I think so. Does a
oh, there it is. God, he's magnificent. I didn't even spot him.
23 hit.
A 23 will hit.
Right. Ooh. Yowza. Take 16 points of piercing damage as the crocodile's surprisingly hard white chocolate teeth start to get in the plates in your chitin.
Cool. So 8 because I'm raging.
Very nice. And you, and could you please make a DC 16 strength saving throw?
I
Oh,
think I
no,
get
it's gonna-
advantage on those while I'm.
It's gonna chuck a roll you.
Do I get I do get advantage on strength checks and saving throws.
do
So
it,
ignore that
check it, roll.
9. And we'll take the 23.
Okay, you do save and you are not grappled.
Perfect. So I snap free
Alright.
of it and maybe pull out a couple of white chocolate teeth, but they are dug in there now.
All right, we are at the top of the round. Cricket.
I'm going to hit it again. I cast axe.
Go ahead.
28 to hit.
28 hits.
Do I critical on a 19 or whatever?
Do you have is it great weapon monster that lets you crit on a 19? I'm not a barbarian, I don't know.
I am also not a barbarian, so.
I'm a wizard, don't ask me hard questions.
No, it's the fighter that gets that naturally, isn't it? I get extra dice when I crit, so okay, never mind. So that's just a hit then for 15 points of damage.
8 points damage.
And then a 26
That hits.
for 19 points of damage.
19 points damage. Okay. So Cricket is swinging at
axe.
this crocodile, and as you're sort of crushing into it with your axe, like there's this raspberry filling going everywhere. It's so sticky down here.
I was going to say, if Cricket had a tongue, it would be rolling over his mandibles at this point, just looking at that raspberry filling going everywhere. But alas, instead there's
Very
some
sticky.
clacking. Yeah.
All right, Shax, it's your turn.
Oh, I get to do something.
Yay! Someone other than
Sorry.
Cricket gets to fuck them up.
I'm going to
Barbarians.
toll the dead. Can I please get a wisdom saving throw from the crocodile?
Wisdom saving throw from the crocodile. 17.
Oh, the DC was 16.
Oh.
If the
Why is crocodile?
nope, nothing happens because it succeeds.
Okay.
That's my turn.
All right. Mark.
Well, I've got the foot speed to get over there, don't I?
Yeah.
Yep, I get
Yeah,
over there.
it's-
I hit it with my
yeah.
stick.
Go for it.
Now, I think I have been tutored in the way of how a monk is supposed to work,
Uh-huh.
and I think I'm supposed to be able to hit him with the stick twice and then punch him. Is that how that goes?
Yep, you use your action to hit twice, and then you can use your bonus action and a key point to hit again with either
Yeah, I can. I sort of took it as like I can smite if I want.
Yeah, it's sort of like smiting, but you've got a limited number of key points. I think you've got 9 at this level.
Does a 31 hit?
Yes. Yes, it does.
Cool. And so I'll roll to hit
Yeah.
and then roll damage each time, and then
Yeah, because you might kill it before you have to
I'm
use
so
your
good at
bonus
this game.
anyway.
All right, so 11 for the first bonk.
11 points of damage. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I roll for the second one, which comes out to a 29.
Hits.
You ready? Which is 14 damage for the second bonk.
Uh-huh.
And then so I roll unarmed for just punching him.
No, your next hit, you can just, if you don't want to spend a key point, you can just hit him one more time.
With the stick, or because I thought it was supposed to be a punch.
It's an unarmed strike.
Yeah, yeah.
Or
Okay, all right.
you can spend a key point to flurry of blows.
To flurry of blows. I'm gonna try that out because I
Cool.
haven't done that before. So
Go for
we'll
it.
spend one key and see if we hit him with the flurry of blows.
Yep,
Which I think I probably. Huh?
Yep, they're under your bonus actions.
Yeah, yeah. I spotted it, but I don't think a 12 hits him.
It does not.
So does that spend a key or not spend a key? Because I
It
didn't hit
does
him.
spend the key if you've
It
used
does.
it. Yes.
Okay. All right. So let me put an 8 somewhere.
There should be like a little thing you can just press, and it's like key point used.
Yep, it's in your limited use tab. You've got
Limited use tab.
yeah, all the way to the right after all attack, action, bonus action, reaction.
It's also
other.
right down the bottom of all. If you scroll all the way down the bottom of all, you should have a
Alrighty.
key.
So -1 key point confirm.
Yep.
Okay.
It's also
Do not-
2 attacks when you flurry of blows.
Oh,
That's
so I
right,
roll
it
it
is.
twice?
So you get
There
your
you
second,
go,
you
yeah.
get 2 hits. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Try again.
Okay. Nice.
So one more go with a flurry.
Back to full. Yep. Well, that's nice. Hopefully this one does a little bit better. Nope, that's the same 3 for another 12.
That will not hit, sadly. The crocodile is like just
Shiny.
thrashing around.
Yeah.
He's
Mhm.
slippery. He's got berry punch on him. He's slippery and he's also sticky. It's not like a nice like body feel to be down here. It's very sticky.
For
It's
everyone
gonna
except
dry
Cricket.
sticky.
Yeah, Cricket's loving
having a great time. This is like Cricket's dreamland. I
Sweet.
accidentally made Cricket dreamland.
He gets to be angry at stuff. Perfect.
Nell, it's your turn if that's all, Mark.
Yep.
Nell is also going to get in there. 5, 10,
you
15, 20,
hitters.
25. And she is going to cast Axe also.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. That is a... 16 doesn't hit, does it?
Oh, it does not. My crocodile.
It's going to swing and a miss.
So I'm gonna miss. The crocodile is just simply thrashing about.
And
so it's
then
kinda hard.
she
You've
gets
got
2 actions
2
per turn.
attacks?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
she will recover and swing back in with a 23.
Oh, a 23 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Nice, nice. All right, that is a 13 damage.
And with one fell cleave of her hot girl, the crocodile's head is rend from its body. Raspberry filling goes everywhere. It's a sticky
It's hot
mess.
girl hilt summer.
Hot girl hilt summer. The crocodile simply lies limp in the moat.
Nell will give Cricket a stern look and say, "Don't put your head in places."
Cricket appreciates the wisdom and is thankful for it. But he does jam his head right into like what's left of the crocodile's head to suck out all the raspberry.
It tastes so good. It's like real good
Mhm.
raspberry filling. It's like
Mhm.
French stuff. It's like really good.
While she did say, because Nell is a baker and she's a very good
Mhm.
one.
Yes.
She has swiped, like, say, the crocodile's foot.
That's fine. You can do that. Yeah. So the
Shucks.
portcullis and the drawbridge are down.
Yeah, Shucks looks at this, looks around, looks at the sky, looks back down and says, I think I hate this place. I have to get out of here.
And this is why you don't accept invitations to strange manners.
Is there any sort of, is there a gargoyle hanging out? Is there some sort of intercom?
No gargoyle, but make an investigation.
Okay. 18. Apparently, I am juiced up on raspberry.
Damn, you got that sugar rush. There is indeed a intercom on a chocolate stick, like a Kit Kat, with like a little
Perfect.
like cream bordered and like a little speaker box with a button.
Cricket will point it out, and then sort of those who are telepathically connected to him will get someone other than me is probably a good idea.
Nell is going to look to one of the other two who like chatting.
Mark wanders up. Is there a button? Like how
There's
do
a
we...
button. There's a button.
What you got to do is you got to put your whole mouth around it.
Actually, what kind of tongue do crows even ravens even have? Because they wouldn't have that little. Well, they wouldn't have the freaky lorikeet tongue, which is the only bird tongue that I'm really familiar with.
I would imagine they'd have like it goes down, then has a little hook sticking backwards for things, so they can sort of grab something and then pull it down.
So yeah, not really the parrot bean either.
Actually, yeah, I just found a great photo on iStock.
Oh.
Are you real? This was not a puzzle.
No, I don't imagine it would be. I'm just now contemplating whether Mark can lick things.
You guys just went straight for that moat.
It's important to me.
Sorry.
So he probably can lick things if he really wants to. He doesn't want
If
to
he
lick
wanted
this,
to.
given what just happened.
You could lick it. It's not.
He could. We've just established that he does have a tongue that can. But no, he's going to press the button and be like, we're here for the party.
And the drawbridge does come down. And it is a wonderful drawbridge made of like a very similar off-brand Kit Kat. Because we can't have name brands in this world because I don't want to get
It's a chocolate wafer stick.
chocolate wafer
in a
stick.
sort of, what is that, a trapezoidal...
Specific molded shape.
I think they usually, like, if you buy them from Aldi, it is just chocolate wafer stick.
Chocolate wafer stick, perfect. And you see a portcullis of pretzel, like a crisscross pretzel, like checks.
Oh, that's fun.
That is a
Kind of.
perfect flavor match.
It's really good. That's a good one, man. I did my research. And it
Yes,
does. The portcullis raises up, and before you, the castle, the ice creamed castle looms.
Right.
No
Party
gargoyles
time.
or anything. It simply just opens.
Well, look, we don't have much of a choice. Mark advances.
Yeah, forward is the option.
Cricket is basically nibbling on like whatever raspberry is left on his carapace. It's like
doing that tongue that.
well, he would be licking his fingers, but like he doesn't have a tongue, right? So it's all just like tiny little mandible grabs.
Don't they have like little sort of suckery? I don't know.
I'm sure he's got something.
Yeah, something.
Right, so you're
all points.
entering the castle.
Yeah, we're going in.
Yeah.
So you do enter the castle. You go in, and I will give you a little image. I did not draw this.
Where is it going to be? Is it in the chat?
I will pop it in Discord as soon as
Okay.
it loads.
Right.
I'll put it in TTRPGs.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the kind of exterior you're expecting here. It's a little low res. I do apologize. Everything's made of cake.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fun.
It's cake. It's cake. It's cake. It's cake. This is an incredible piece by an artist called Scott Hove.
Beatus all the way down.
You can simply Google Scott Hove, and his cake is what the interior of this place looks like. Cherry and berry chandeliers. The walls are made of cake. The trim is made of icing. There's ice cream. There's glitter. The place is amazing. It smells really good. It smells like, sweets and candy and cake. It's delicious.
Do we need to tie one of those like child leashes to Cricket? I feel like
You may.
There's a lot of sugar.
Yeah.
So
Cricket
you
is now
walk in this
loaded on sugar.
incredible
So.
cake
Did you say
foyer.
Cricket was wearing like a pouch or like some sort of belt device?
Yeah, he's got a little pouch full of business cards and his like generic responses.
Yeah. Nell will at any point just hook him with a pinky through the belt.
So you enter this incredible cake castle, and you are in the candy foyer. And in front of you is this enormous table full of presents.
Oh yeah.
As you can see, presents. Pretty boxes, ribbons, bows. It's like, imagine the most quintessential table full of presents you can ever imagine, and that is it. And behind this table of presents is another enormous door. Not directly, like a little bit behind. So you can walk behind the table of presents.
Okay.
I would suggest we don't.
Shucks
Touch
is
those.
remembering that we are expected to bring presents.
Yes.
So he's going to take out, for some reason my adventuring pack included a little bag of sand. So he's going to place a little bag of sand on the table.
When you place that little bag of sand on the table, you see one of the cherries above the door light up.
Nell is going to take one of the cords from her many, clothings. She's got many layers. And tie it in a beautiful little bow around the chocodile paw
Oh,
and put it on the table.
lovely. Another cherry lights up above the door.
Cricket has caught on, I guess, at this point. He will rummage in his little satchel, basically all the way down to the bottom. One of his hands is going to disappear almost all the way down to the bottom, and he's going to pull out 2 dice that he rubs together, and they click clack, and they kind of sound like home. And his antenna sort of droop almost as though his eyes are closed as he's remembering home, and then he puts them on the table.
Another
Does he
cherry
put them
lights
or
up.
does he roll them?
Puts them on the table.
Okay.
The table doesn't get a roll.
A roll for present.
Mark, as I aforementioned, has a patch of shiny things. So he is also going to rummage, and he's doing that little kind of birdie hop. He's enjoying himself because he's looking at the shiny things. And so he will put like a fistful of things, and there's like a rock, and there's a bottle cap, and there's a shiny piece of tinsel, and there's like just a small heap of things that a bird might like.
The cherry like blinks on and off,
There's more than one.
but eventually turns on.
The cherry
all of the-
raises an eyebrow.
The cherry is a cherry eyebrow, stalk eyebrow, but it does. And once you have all these presents on the table, you guys witness out of nowhere, underneath these gifts that you've given, these little boxes start to form around it, and a magical bow ties around each box. More presents are added to the pile. The door behind the table opens.
That's
You see in the
handy. I was
room-
wondering about the wrapping.
When you see in the room before, you can see like lights in the room after you, and like kind of like a pumping tune is popping. If you would like to play Disco Descent and part of the Crypt of the Necrodancer, now is the time.
Alrighty, let me go
Let's
find that.
get it
Here,
on.
here it is. Disco Descent.
Search Necrodancer.
Danny Baranowski.
All right,
I have
3
been listening
minutes
to
long.
Necrodancer. I have been listening to Necrodancer this whole time.
Oh, good.
But I've just jumped back to Disco Descent.
I was, but I started listening to Metallica. But now we're back to Disco Descent.
I assume you'll walk into the room.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy.
As soon as
Join
you
the
walk
party.
in, door behind you slams shut.
Mhm.
It is not
course.
opening for anything. Before you, you see laid out this discotheque. There is a floor made of colourful tiles that are changing colour in time with the beat. And above you, a disco ball in the shape of 2 cherries spins. It is incredible in here. And it's finally dark and you're out of the sun. So no disadvantages for you there, Shark.
They've got those blinking lights everywhere.
Yeah.
So the
Does
blinking
he
lights,
have a cool shades?
he could have a cool shades if he would like. I'm going to be putting something in the chat in a second. But yes, on the far side of the room, you do see another door and it is shut.
Hmm. The floor's doing the thing, and the video game player in me is thinking about the floor doing the thing. Because there's lights and stuff.
It's popping in here. It's
Mhm.
great. All
It is.
spinning, the lights are going, the music's pumping.
Is there anyone else in here, or is it just us and the lights?
Just us, just you guys.
Ah, okay.
All of you make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh boy. Dust blinking lights.
Yay, my worst stat. But I got an 18.
Did better than
that's-
Cricket. Cricket got an 8.
I got a 13.
18
Sorry,
was
not an
the
8.
save, so you're
Well-
right on there, bud.
Rip.
Was it 13's the
Apologies.
save?
No,
18 is the save.
18.
Oh, I see.
So-
Right.
So I lost.
Nell
Everyone
got
except Shax.
12.
Wow, so everyone except Jax. Wow, yeah, get wizard. Let's pop it with the con save. Since when?
I mean, my con save is +0. I just rolled a natural 18.
So
That
all
said-
of you.
Nell is allowed to re-roll 1 saving throw if she fails per short rest.
Is that lucky? What's that?
Halfling luck?
Or is that no?
That's
That's
halfling
gnome
luck.
thing.
No, that's
No.
indomitable.
Indomitable. Go for it. If you would
Yeah.
like to use it, go for it.
Let's do it.
Sure.
It's still only a 14.
Oops. So all of you are in here, and Sharks, you're kind of distracted by like all these like flashing lights and stuff. So you're sort of like not completely with it. And the rest of you just hear this intense bass drop, and all of you are hit with 24 points of psychic
Oh.
damage
Okay.
as the bass drops real heavy.
I'm
It
so
dropped
glad. I'm
like
so
a
glad.
wampa.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that didn't hit me. I've got 29 hit points total.
Yeah, yeah.
Welcome to Wizard.
How many points did we just take?
24.
24? Yeah.
24. Right.
24.
Cricket drops to all 6 like a roach that has been hit by a shoe. Like just flattens on the deck.
So there is like a space between you and the disco floor, then the disco floor, and then like another space and then the door. And there's like the disco ball, and there's like party streamers. It's like popping in here.
All right. I think Mark is
Sure.
spooked. Is there enough space in here for him to fly?
Sure, it's a room.
Okay.
It's like
yeah.
it's like 20, 30 foot high ceilings. It's a castle.
Right. Well, he's gonna jump and flap and do that thing where birds come inside and they're absolutely losing their shit.
Sure. Go ahead and make a strength saving throw for me. Thanks, Mark.
Strength saving.
Wow, I've got this song on
22.
repeat, and it's just going to be in my top Spotify just for this.
22 is not enough. And Mark, as you
Whoa.
fly up, suddenly the party streamers that you thought were just decorations aren't decorations. They grab you.
All right. So
And all of
gargling
you
unha-
see these sentient banners and bunting and party streamers wrap themselves up around Mark.
April, are you
Yeah.
okay?
I don't think she is, but that's okay. That's fantastic.
You guys are all like, oh, I'm good at spider climb. And I'm like, you're right.
But it's not like paralysis or anything. So the
No,
ring
you're
I
just
got
grappled.
doesn't
You're grappled.
grappled. Okay. Well, in that case, gargling, unhappy bird noises, and lots of flap fluttering. Continue.
And the rest of you just see Mark up there and then the disco room before you.
Right. And no one has any projectiles that they can throw at the banners.
Cricket has
He's
a couple
he's
of
only
javelins
grappled.
slung over his
You
back.
can make another strength saving check if you would like, Mark.
Do the things?
Yeah, we'll do that.
Do the things
What
that
was-
have grabbed Mark? Would they count? As,
21.
Well, that-
21 is not enough.
would they count as a creature for spellcasting purposes?
Oh.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to cast Wither and Bloom. So
Ooh.
this is a 10-foot
Very good.
radius sphere centered on a point, basically centered on Mark, but each creature of my choice in that area, so everything except Mark. Constitution saving throws, please.
Constitution saving throws. They got 14 collectively.
That is not enough. So that's 2d6 necrotic damage.
So what does this look like? What does this look like?
Ooh.
As this music is just pumping in this disco room with the cherry disco ball.
This is just going to be like a negative space of darkness. It's like you've just hit it, just a sphere with invert in Photoshop. You've just put an invert effect on this sphere. It's what they used to do all the time in classic Doctor Who. How you do a ray gun effect. You just invert what you see, and yeah. And in addition, one creature of my choice can spend one of its unspent hit dice and regain a number of hit points equal to the roll.
Oh. Well, there you go.
So, Mark, if you want, you can roll one of your unspent hit dice to heal up from that. And whatever you heal, you can then add another 4 points, because that's my intelligence modifier.
Okay. I am so lost already. Hit dice.
Your hit dice. So when we do a short rest, those are your hit dice.
Yeah.
Right. So if I
Roll
click
one,
the short
add
rest
4.
button, it'll tell me what it is.
Yes, it'll tell you what your hit die is.
And whatever
okay, so
it is,
one d8 plus
no,
3.
just roll a d8 and then roll.
Yeah. So roll 1d8 and then.
Roll 1d8. Okay. Well, that's a 1.
Oh, then plus.
Plus 4, because that's
Plus
my
4.
That's my spellcasting modifier.
All right, 5 HP. I love that.
5 HP. So, Mark, you were up there struggling with these gosh dang party streamers, and it's like the spotlight ones, like those ones that are made of that weird paper that simply doesn't break. Mm-hmm. And you see Sharks release a strange ball of negative light and energy, and all of a sudden, all the party streamers hang limp, and you fall to the ground, taking 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right.
I still healed more than I damaged.
You did. You did. Right. Good. I'm happy with that. Mark goes thump and looks very sad and fluffy, feathery mess.
I am the closest thing this group has to a healer.
Yeah, you are.
But now that Mark is on the dance floor, is anything happening?
Yeah, I probably would have fallen on the dance floor unless, yeah.
I don't know how far you went forward. If you are at the dance floor, you're at the very start of the dance floor. And as you hit it, all the lights shoot up into the air. And...
Hey, here we go.
You see, in the TTRPG chat, these symbols appear on the dance floor.
Oh, they're cute.
Yeah, fun.
Thank you. I drew them myself.
All right, so I'm right in front of
Now,
you.
let's say Mark landed on the first row.
Okay, yep.
Oh, God.
Oh, those are beholders. Oh,
they are, aren't they? Oh, dear. So this
is... You get inspiration if you can name every monster on there.
Okay.
There's a dragon, there's a unicorn, there's a beholder,
Hang on,
there's a mimic.
I see the mimic.
Is it a unicorn? I was thinking a rabbit with a horn.
No, there's another one.
There's like a jackalope.
Like a bunny corn.
Jackalope.
Yeah, I just don't know what the bunny corn is. Other than that, I've got all of them. The mimic, unicorn. Oh wait, no, and there's another thing there. Is that a kobold?
It is a kobold, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's your
either Mothra or a butterfly.
Kitty.
It's a butterfly. I was like, is this going to be a dragonfly or a butterfly? So it's kind of
butterfly. Okay, cool. Yeah. So the only one that I don't.
Oh, bunnycorn is really tripping you guys up,
Bunnycorn, yeah. I don't know what a.
You know what? You can all have inspiration because you're entertaining me so much. It's an Almirage.
Oh, what?
There you go.
Almirage. They're native to the Feywilds. It is a bunnycorn.
I have never heard of that.
No, me neither.
It's a bunny with a unicorn horn. It's a
right.
bunnycorn.
So bunnycorn was accurate.
Bunnycorn was correct. So
yeah.
So yeah, these lights, the disco tiles are popping. You see these symbols light up on the ground.
Mm-hmm. Mark's just gonna kind of groan and try to get his bearings back, as that just happened.
These feel like things we don't want to stand on and wake up.
Are they shifting, or are they all fixed in place, like the symbols?
They're staying in place. The colors are like disco tiling.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm like, if they're shifting and we have to like jump all on Beholder or something, that was.
Because is this an actual puzzle, or did you just place down a funky floor to make us think it was a puzzle and we could have just walked across?
Who knows? You haven't even investigated the room yet. Who knows? All you did was walk in and fly up, and then you fell down, and that was it. No one's looked around by magical.
And we've
room
already
finders.
taken much damage. All right, let's look around. I would
What's on
like
the
to
walls?
look around.
Look, Mark just got a fright. All right.
Yes, I would like to do a what the fuck roll.
So all of you just do an investigation check. What the heck is up with this disco room?
This -1 is so accurate, but I got a 15.
9.
Apparently, I really want to know what's up about it.
20.
Who just rolled a 20? Good.
4. Cricket is distracted by the strobes.
Cricket's got no idea. There's colours and shapes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nell rolled a 9, so she is clearly wincing at this very youthful environment.
What about you, Sharks?
The music is too fucking loud.
Turn it down.
Sharks, what'd you get?
20.
20.
Natty
okay.
20.
20 is enough.
Not
And if it was a
natural.
natty,
Not natural.
Oh, no?
Sure.
Oh.
An unnatural
20 is enough. You do see in the corner of the room, underneath some like streamers and confetti, what seems like a body.
What?
Humanoid body?
Yeah?
Can sharks get to it without touching the dance floor?
Yeah, it's on your side. It's on your
Okay.
side.
Darks
It's
is,
in the corner of the room on your side.
Sharks is going to take a closer look.
Oh, so you reach over to this body and you see that in the hand is a note or a piece of paper.
Ah, environmental storytelling. Love it.
I will send this to you, David.
Okay.
I love that noise.
I'll put this on the...
The red is blood, to be
Yeah.
clear.
Oh, it's not jam?
You know what? It could be jam. It's that kind of place.
Lick it.
Sharks is well, I was going to sniff it to see whether it smells like raspberry blood or raspberry or jam or blood.
It's blood.
At the moment you just see him doing this, and okay, he will then turn around and hold it up for the rest of you to see. So April,
You can put it in chat if you want.
yeah. If I can figure out how. Hang on.
What's it say? What's it say? Cricket does not have a sign that says what's it say.
Nell
not?
is gonna step like 5 steps closer until she's like this far away from the paper to read it. She doesn't need glasses, damn it.
Would you like me to put it in chat? Oh, no, there it
I
is.
just got it. Yep.
There it is.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Okay. So Sharks is going to cast Animate Dead on this corpse.
Sure.
Oh. What did you write, you fuck?
So, Animate Dead does not speak with dead.
No.
Animate Dead simply makes a zombie.
Just turns it into a walking zombie, and
Oh.
he's going to make it walk across the puzzle floor.
Sure. So you cast a spell, and the threads of necrotic energy start to puppet this corpse. Then you see it's the human.
It's
Seems like a regular dude.
it's just some guy.
It's an adventurer, and he starts to shamble with Sharks' will across the floor. He steps on the first tile. So he steps on the beholder tile. And then he just keeps moving forward in a straight line. So he steps on the kobold. And then he steps on the displacer. And then his leg starts to like snap a little bit. He's been here for a while. And he stumbles. And he steps on the beholder. And then he steps on the dragon. And you see that the tiles were lighting up as he walked. But as soon as he stepped on that beholder the second time, a mighty bell rings out.
Ah, don't
They
step on the same
beam.
tile twice.
Beam from the cherries shoots down into the middle of this adventurer, and it just eviscerates what is ever is left of this man.
What a waste of a perfectly good zombie. But we've learned something. Don't
We
step
have
on the
learned
same.
something.
Don't step on the same
Tile
tile
twice.
twice.
Mark has recovered himself and, straightened his feathers a bit. and is standing up and has, well, maybe not his dignity back, but you know.
Okay, so if we start with the beholder square.
Yeah, so we
forward-
can go beholder, kobold.
Oh, can we
displacer
diagonals?
beast,
Yes, you can diagonals.
little bunny, rabbit, dragon, mimic, unicorn, butterfly. Yes?
I don't know.
Does anyone see a problem with that?
That
If-
sounded
Try it.
If we can
that
move,
sounded perfect.
if we can move diagonally, yeah, I think that works
Yeah.
because we've got
So who's going across?
Sharks. Will he's
Okay.
yep. Sharks is confident that his genius has solved this. So
All
beholder,
right. So yep.
beholder,
The tile lights up.
dragon,
Lights up.
displacer beast,
Lights up.
bunnycorn. I just have to call it
Yep.
that because I can't remember what it.
That's an Almirage. We can call it the bunny corn.
Bunny corn.
Kobold,
No. Dragon.
The yellow one, the one on the left, right?
Yeah.
That's the one with
Kobold.
knots on.
Kobold.
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, that was a kobold. So
yeah. The
other one
dragon
a
was
dragon.
earlier. Now it's a
Yep.
kobold. Now the mimic,
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Lights up.
unicorn,
Lights up.
Mhm.
flutterby.
And the flutterby. And the lights burst. And then they all fall down.
And we all die.
And the room goes quiet.
Right.
And the door opens.
Very
Yay.
nice.
Do we need to take a break?
I could use one.
I could
Sure.
also use one.
It's
Okay.
a good time to take one.
Very
Cool.
good.
Good.
Okay.
Good.
Let's do that.
All right,
We
we
will
will.
be back after these short messages.
Yep. Don't go anywhere.
and welcome back. I got you. So Abby has defeated Disco Tile Puzzle. A rain of confetti falls from the ceiling, and the second door of pretzel, that's it, opens. Pretzel and wafer. We're doing pretzel wafer store. So you open this next enormous room, and it is full of cushions and soft things and little toys and scratching posts and
Oh no.
other sort of cat related paraphernalia.
I get the
And
feeling we're
sitting
going
at
to
the-
see the special guest anyway.
Sitting at the far end of the room, on two pillars on either side of the door, are two sphinxes. They are hairless. It's quite strange. There is one with pink skin and one with much darker grey skin, and they are simply looking at you expectantly.
Boys.
So we know which one's evil.
Which one only tells the truth?
I like big butts, and I cannot lie. My brother also likes big butts, and he only tells the truth, or whatever. That's not what they say. That is not what they say. They simply sit there with their paws crossed, looking at you.
Cricket is going to cautiously advance
Uh-huh.
And hand them a business
and hand them a business card.
card.
They do take it. They don't say anything.
Okay. Have I formed some kind of telepathic bond with them?
They seem to have allowed you into their minds, yes.
Okay.
Sharks is going to
Question
say, hello?
The pink cat immediately snaps its head towards Shax and says, "To overthink is to delay." And the black cat looks to him as well and says, "Quickly, quickly, find the way."
Jeez.
Did you say there were other doors?
Just like the same as before, the one door.
Yeah. Is it between the sphinxes behind them?
It's between the sphinxes, yes. They have like a podium on either side.
Right.
Sharks is
And they
going
are.
to walk forward and try to
I think
open the door.
Important for everyone to know that Bonnie Tyler's "I'm Holding Out for a Hero" started playing the second the Sphinxes started speaking.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Prophetic.
Excellent.
Perfect.
So let's resolve that. So Sharks reaches out for the door.
Yep.
Is Sharks now dead?
What
Have
does
we
he do
seen
when
the
he
brief life of Sharks?
Is
The
there
life and times of Sharks.
is there a handle?
Yeah,
Sharks is going to try to
Why?
open the door.
it opens.
Oh, what?
Sharks walks through.
Yeah.
This was one of those
Uh,
tricky puzzles that isn't a
Cricket will
puzzle.
scuttle through on all six as well.
They did say
Don't
well, but-
overthink
So
it.
overthink
yeah, don't overthink it.
Life.
Well, look, Mark is gonna follow after Cricket, but he is so bristled. Because that is too cat.
They watch you with brilliant green eyes as you walk through the door.
He is just like a floof right now.
Nell will give them a little salute as she walks through last.
And as you walk through, you hear just rapturous laughter of these two sphinxes as you walk through. Congratulations, you solved the riddle of the sphinx. Cat.
Okay,
That is excellent.
that is now my favorite puzzle / riddle that I've ever encountered.
You have no idea how many people get stuck on this. It is insane. If you do a long hallway and at the end of the hallway you just say like overthinking whatever. I've had people get stuck on this puzzle for like an hour. When
I mean,
when
they're in
it's just
puzzles
like
mode.
when it's parenthesis the door is unlocked, you can just go.
There
So
you go. We're sufficiently genre savvy, apparently.
Yeah, you've learned. You've learned.
Nice. Doing
So you
D&D
walk
things.
through this. You walk through the store, and you're in this dark hallway, and it just keeps going and going and going, and you keep walking and walking, and eventually you see a light at the end of this hallway, and you go through, and you are in this enormous banquet hall. I'm just gonna pop you all in the dining room. Now, the map is quite Oh, do I have to add people onto this dungeon master?
Uh,
Yes, I do.
I've just
Yep, thank you.
fixed the lighting, so that's not a problem.
So
Cool.
you all walk into this enormous banquet room. It's not as dark as the map would suggest. It is.
Oh, it's pink as fuck, right?
It's pink as fuck. It's bubblegum in here. It's Barbie Dream House. It's Mojo Dojo
Ooh.
Casa House. It's pinks. It's neons. It's chartreuses. And there is this enormously long banquet table running down the middle of the hall. And
Are there
on it
posters
is
of sparkly dolphins around here?
it's Kristen Lassant. There are like the 90s tigers roaring with electric stripes. Like it's incredible in here.
Oh,
And in the middle of this banquet hall, on this banquet table, you see this huge birthday cake do an investigation check for me, all of you.
oh boy. Also, I've played Mario RPG. I know what's about to happen.
19.
Investigation?
Yeah, investigation. That seems
It's
good.
good for cricket.
Yeah, I got the flaccid 1 again. 2 minus 1.
Oh, 6.
Oh my
12.
God. Like, wow. Okay, only Cricket can count the number of candles on the birthday cake. 30.
Sorry, 30?
There's 30. There seems to be
Yep.
30 birthday candles on this cake.
Cricket is counting,
30?
gets to 3 on his big hands, and then brings up his little hands that haven't done much. And
Incredible.
Are they
He
the
counts
10s?
30.
yeah,
And there's the big cake and there's cupcakes and there's all these purple balloons in this room. And you realize they're really similar to the purple balloons that you have on your wrists. And you see sitting at the banquet table is the hunched over husk of what you assume to be a bunch of adventurers who made it to the birthday girl's birthday party.
Great.
How many?
And how many adventurers? Let's
Yeah.
see.
How many seats are there at this table? Yeah.
It's quite a few.
Mm.
I want to say there's about 20 to 30 adventurers in here. It's quite a fair bit.
Ex-adventurers, though, right?
Cool.
Ex-adventurers.
Deceased.
Well,
They're pining
Former.
for the fjords.
the good news,
Extremely retired.
the necromancer is going, yes, okay, finally something I can work with.
raw material. Yeah.
And you all hear this just like laughter from behind the cake. Just this joyous, rapturous laughter, and there is confetti gently raining down from the ceiling, and purple balloons are swirling, and you see coming up from behind the cake.
Cricket goes flat and goes pink.
Very scary. I'll put it in a TTRPG channel. You hear the rapturous laughter of a Pegasus with a
Mhm.
white coat and a golden mane and 6 purple balloons on her flank. And you see at the end of the table, surprise! You made it to my party! It's
Hey!
surprise! The Pegasus you met at the start of the adventure.
Mhm.
We are all extremely shocked.
I didn't
Ah,
think you would get this far. You guys seemed kind of dumb.
harsh.
Okay, if you're all gonna stand there staring like a bunch of idiots, then I'll just kill you now.
Okay.
And we are in.
Cricket is
Nell
going to aim
seems
for a
relieved
wall.
by this.
Sharks casts a spell.
Go for it. You can try. What's he casting?
Dance Macabre.
Go for it.
Didn't we just... Wasn't that the 2 rooms ago?
No, that was Animate Dead. This,
I'm making a joke because it was a
yes,
Disney
okay. Threads of dark power leap from Sharks' fingers to pierce up to 5 small or medium corpses within range, so 5 corpses immediately stand up and become undead. The state of these corpses, would you describe them as zombies or skeletons?
They would be zombies, except for the shrill laughter that pierces your ears. And Surprise stands up on the table and says to you, "Do you really think that your kind of pathetic necromantic magic can match mine?" And she just laughs and laughs. As
He's
the
a
swirl-
necromantic pony.
As the swirl of confetti surrounds her, and there is pink and there is glitter, and you see this ball tightening around Surprise.
Old man transformation sequence. She's
And
about
her
to become
wings.
Kefka.
Her wings burst out from either side of her, and she becomes
Come on.
I can't wait to see this.
Ah!
the Piglet.
The
Wow.
what?
This
The
is
glitter lich?
surprise, the Piglet.
Oh my god.
Perfect.
She's beautiful.
An enormous horse face, a horse's skull greets you, neon pink with chartreuse electric energy blinking throughout her body.
Got
With the
lollies.
screaming faces on the.
Yeah.
And the lollies
entire
spilling
ri-
out
her
of the
entire
guts.
Her entire stomach is open, and you see pulsing neon intestines hanging into her corpse, candy spilling out of her guts. An electric glitter mane spirals around her, and she laughs shrilly. This is my party, and you will cry if I want you to. And we are in initiative.
Delicious.
If
I'm
you could
excited.
put surprise the Piglet as a 20 for me, please, David.
Okay. Right.
And as she's laughing and screeching with joy, she flaps her skeleton-like wings, feathers flying everywhere. All the smaller cakes on the table suddenly burst to life. Little legs
Yep, I knew it.
everywhere.
I knew it.
And 4 cake
Ah.
mimics launch themselves at you.
Cake mimic. Yep.
The cake mimics will be at...
Nell just wanted to retire to a bakery, and this is the hell you have prepared.
11 for the cake mimics, please. And there's 4 cake mimics.
Oh my god. April, can I tweet this, please? The world needs
Oh,
to
you can
see.
treat the Piglet.
Okay.
So, just as an aside, this is based off the Generation 1 My Little Pony Pegasus Pony Surprise.
Of course it is.
I just made her a Piglet.
I hate.
Perfect.
Oh.
It was the natural progression.
Those
I think so.
3 mimics.
4.
Okay. I've thrown them on. Place them where you please.
Perfect. I mean, that's about right.
Cool.
Mother. Is this our first mimic? No, we've had a mimic before.
We've
I've
had
had
mimics.
mimics before, yeah. I don't
Not
remember
for
what
ages,
kind of
though.
mimics. Yeah,
We had a
it's been while
Rug
since I've-
mimic, right?
No, that
Oh,
is
no,
an
that was
anim-
a-
That's
That
not
was
a
an
mimic.
animated one.
That's an
So,
animated one.
question: did I have a chance to get Dance Macabre off?
You will, but you will be rolling in contention
Okay.
against Surprise's
So
control over
it'll-
these.
Right. Okay.
We're having a roll off. Roll a d20, and I will also roll a d20.
Okay.
Oh my god, it's a roll off.
It's a roll off,
Classic
girls.
roll off.
Having a beach off.
Roll off with you any day, yeah.
10.
Just as a side, I bought Taylor an amazing like side boob showing T-shirt that has Ken's beach off on the.
You got a 10?
Yeah.
I'll put in chat what I got. Nope, that's skeleton pony ring.
Is it like a 405?
No.
I'm thinking-
405.
I think it's either a 9 or 11. It's an 11. Okay.
So, Surprise squeezes with joy as you try and wriggle her corpses out of her control, but she
Damn it.
laughs at you. As if you could ever hope to match the power of a lich.
That's my 1 5th level slot gone.
I'm so excited to die at the hands of a deranged pony.
Beautiful Pegalich, yeah.
And cake mimics.
And cake mimics.
I'm just gonna.
Alrighty.
When I hang on a sec.
Nell's just gonna dive into their mouth with the the rolling pin.
So
So, Pegalich is going first.
when
Mhm.
when I said what was coming, there you go, guys.
Oh, yeah, the cake battle from Mario.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
Well, it's
Nick,
like that, except it's Pegalich.
Look at
Except
that
pink.
resolution.
right? Super Nintendo, yeah.
Just like when I tried to watch Gargoyles on my big screen and I
Oh,
couldn't
oof.
see anything because it was just like the most amazing mottle.
Pixels.
So, Surprise is going to look at you, Sharks, and she is going to point one of her hooves. And cauldron from the table, a little tiny one, is going to look up at you and suddenly spray this caustic pink liquid. And
Ew.
she is going to cast
Unappealing.
Tasha's Caustic Brew. Ew. So that is a, please make a dex saving throw.
Oh no. Why?
You paid a necromancer against someone who's been playing a necromancer for years.
That's a 4.
Oh no! It's okay. It's only a level 1 spell. You take. So this pink brew just like sloshes at you, and it does look like a delicious pink berry punch, but it is in
I was
fact
like-
acid, and you do take 4 points of acid damage.
The pash pop, my god.
See,
It's like-
if I hadn't saved on the Constitution save, I would be dead now.
Damn right. Yeah, you got that. I don't know how you made that con save, but you do. And also, this is me being kind of benevolent that you're buff, so
Thank you.
don't forget that you have Steiner's necklace with you.
Oh, we
Now.
know.
Oh yeah. No, I had forgotten.
Okay. So the Pegalich does the caustic brew at you, Sharks, and she screeches and laughs in delight, and she flaps her wings. And that is her turn.
I've just realised mimics should be in there.
Oh, yeah.
There they
Oh,
are.
wow, the mimics. There we go. So it's one of the cake mimics' turn. Are you all on here? Where are you? There you
The
are.
mimics all on 11. Was that what you were saying before? Or are they all just sort of stacked in there now?
Oh, so the mimic's got a 6, 6, 2, and a 17. So one of the mimics is
cool.
going now.
Yep.
5, 10, 15. None of them can reach you. So one of the cake mimics jumps off the table, scuttles about on these little pretzel legs. It's awful. And that's the mimic's turn. It looks like Cricket is next.
Yes. Cricket is still pink and hiding. But Cricket is going to scuttle out from behind that pillar that he was standing next to. We're going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 to behind the cake mimic. Flip out full threat display.
Very scary.
And I'm going to, well, yes, attempt to scare the cake, I guess. But particularly drop into a rage and great axe the mimic.
Go for it.
See if you play. So
But that
let's
cake.
roll a 23 to hit.
Comes out dirty. I think you got to kiss Mark.
23 hits.
Please go ahead and take 14, 15, 16, 17 great axe damage.
So you swing into this cake mimic and you cleave it in twain. There is nothing left of this delicious cake.
Explosion of cream and frosting.
Okie dokes. So given that it's now dead, Cricket is going to move another his last 10 feet to there and just flip around and chitter menacingly at everything.
Defeated. Yeah. Alrighty. Looks like Nell, you're up.
Nell is going to take the amulet out of her pocket, drop it on the floor, and just bring down her axe haft onto it and shatter it on the stone.
So as you shatter this amulet, I'll go on.
Oh no, please continue.
As you shatter the amulet, this golden light fills the room. And
Ah.
you hear. Yeah. I was going to say you hear surprise and then I guess also sharks screech in pain at this radiant light that is just burning their retinas. And you see the figure of a large human man, strong arms and a big strong pose shine. And all of you are healed for maximum hit points.
Yes.
And then all of your spell slots and actions and short rest bonuses are regained.
But yeah, I get my key
Yes.
back.
You get all your stuff back.
Found my key. It
And
was
you
on the
just hear
table.
you hear this mighty roar, and
under
you
the couch.
feel the energy and the power of Tia swelling within your body. Tia, who hates necromancy, which
Yeah.
is funny because one of his clerics is married to a necromancer. So that's fine.
It's awkward, but you know, love is
They
love.
make it work. Benevolent necromancers, the von Grimhausens are. And Pedalich takes
Damage. What fun.
She does take damage. She does not like Tia.
I don't think he likes her either.
She takes 6 points. Wow, really bad roll. 6 points of radiant damage, or a good roll.
The threat
Depending on who.
displays on Cricket's chitin sort of shift subtly to symbols of tear.
Oh, very scary.
Mm.
6 points of radiant damage to the Pegalich. She screeches and she's annoyed and she screams at Tyr and curses his name for stomping on her birthday party. It looks like it is Sharks' turn.
Okay, Sharks is going to point at... Actually, I should just double check range. Should be fine. Yeah, no problem. Okay. So, circle, which this is going to be 20-foot radius. Yep. So, Evard's black tentacles.
Ooh,
these,
do it.
Squirming ebony tentacles just rise up out of the floor and try to grab everything.
I've definitely seen that anime.
So every creature in there needs to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Yep, saving throw. All right.
DC is 16.
Okay, Pegalich saved with the 22.
Mm.
Mimic 1. Oh, that's a fail with a 10. Another fail. And another fail. So Pegalich saves, all the mimics fail.
Okay, they are restrained and take 7 bludgeoning damage.
Ooh. They're not looking bloody per se, but the raspberry filling is coming out of the mimics.
Yeah, they're looking a bit saggy as far as cakes go.
They're starting to collapse in the center a bit. It's not great.
No.
Is that all, Shaq?
Moisture where there shouldn't be moisture.
And
You still have
Shucks
movement and bonus.
is going to take cover behind this pillar.
Oh, very good.
And that is Shucks' turn.
Wonderful. It is Mark's turn.
Fuck.
Oh no, I deleted my Pegalich.
I was about to say, was she supposed to disappear?
No, sorry, I was trying to get rid of the circle.
Oh, I can do that.
Thank you.
Okay, cool.
Though it is persistent, so we need to remember that it's there.
Yes.
Actually,
Does it have friend or foe?
April, I will actually confer with you on the wording of this spell. Because it says, when a creature enters the affected area for the first time, which would be when I cast it.
When you cast the spell.
Yeah, or starts its turn there. So I think that means the Pegalich needs to roll again.
On its turn,
On her turn,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, yes. So on the Pegalich's turn. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, she's not on the round. Yeah, I was going to say she fell off the
Oh, she
initiative as
did.
well.
She was 20.
Yep, putting it back in. Done.
you.
Ahead of...
Cool.
That was my fault because I deleted her.
Yep, no problem. So I just need to remember that on the Pegalich's turn.
It saves, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the circle has disappeared. Do I need to keep track of that dinner plate? Like, does it have friend or foe?
Oh, damn. You're not an evocation. You're a necromancer. You should probably actually keep that circle. Never mind.
Yeah. It's a... it is any creature.
Right, so I don't want to be in that.
No, you
okay.
You can go there and hit the mimic.
You were all
Yeah.
spoiled by Orsi's evocation magic. Get ready for
Yeah,
everyone
Hang on.
else.
It's a 20-foot square. It's not a 20-foot radius. Let me just make sure I got this... Make sure I can still get everyone.
I mean, I don't got reach anyway, so...
I think it should be able to with a cube, right?
Ah,
All but one, that front mimic.
yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. So one mimic is still at full health.
Yeah.
Well, look, I'll go and attack that lad, so...
All right. Let's
Move
do
up there, and I do got to be base to base, right? I don't got reach because I got a stick.
And you're all fighting around this giant cake in the center too. That's her birthday cake.
That makes me uncomfortable. I don't like that.
That's fine.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
Does the cake have to save?
Well,
It's fine for now.
it hasn't rolled anything yet.
That's right.
Oh,
that
man,
we
what if
know
something-
of.
What if something jumps out of it? Oh man.
Something
oh,
could.
man.
I mean, her name is Surprise. Who knows?
Yeah, it absolutely is. I'm just hoping that it's either Marilyn Monroe or like a lizard man. But anyway, so I'm gonna attempt to hit this cake with the stick because
Hit the
that's
stick.
With
what
the
you do.
stick. Get it. Get that
Hit with the
cake.
stick. Get that cake. Get that cake. Does a 23 hit?
23 hits my cake mimic.
All right. Splut for 13 bludgeoning,
13 bludgeoning.
and then I'm gonna try and hit him again.
Uh-huh.
That's a 19 that time.
19 hits.
19 hits. Alrighty. For 12 damage.
You whack down on that cake. That cake is gone.
Mhm.
That's a puddle of icing and cream and things.
Yeah.
This is
Whatever
going to
else
be,
is in cake.
yeah, like those Saturday morning cartoons where they got away with gore by having it, circuitry and stuff like that. Except this time it's filling.
Yeah,
It's raspberry filling, yes.
Yeah, recolored. Yeah, not even
raspberry
recolored if
filling.
it's raspberry.
Wall to wall.
I mean,
raspberry.
Pegalich's guts are quite literally hanging out, so.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. But they're
Yeah,
neon,
that's
so it's
the-
fine. Candy
yeah.
gore, we call that.
Mind you, actually, I think it was
Alright.
the very first episode of Adventure Time that had them spilling their delicious guts for others
That's
to eat.
Adventure Time.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. So, Mark, you have felled one cake mimic. Is there anything else you would like to do?
I don't think, because I already moved and I already smacked something, and I think that's all the things I can do. I think.
You
Yeah,
can
that's-
you can use the rest of your movement and hit again.
Have you got any more? What's your move?
I don't know how far I moved because I didn't do the measuring thing. I
You've
just
gone
Oh, you were
assumed that I
down
could move
here,
that far.
so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I don't know what your movement is. I have no idea.
I don't know what my movement is
Okay,
either.
you can.
Oh, 40 feet. I've got 40
Yeah,
feet.
there you go.
So
if
that
you
was about my limit.
if you need,
Yeah, so-
you can use a key point to Step of the Wind.
Yeah, I can see that, to disengage or dash as
yeah.
a bonus action.
So that means you can use your bonus action to double move instead of using your action. So you can move to here, for example, avoiding the mimic, and use your second attack on that mimic.
But I already
She's done
used
two.
attacks.
Two
We'd be,
attacks.
we'd be up to the bonus punch
Okay.
anyway. So
I've got the bonus punch. So
Alright.
the only thing that I'd really want to do would be to sort of dart back a bit because I don't
Yeah.
like being that close to that
Alternatively, spend your
Lich.
key point on patient defense.
patient defense.
Oh, patient defense is great. Yeah.
What is that? I don't see it written here, so I don't know.
Uh,
Oh wait, there it is. To take the dodge action. So that means if anything tries to attack me, I get a. I don't know what the dodge action is.
they get disadvantage to hit you.
Cool. Yep. All right. I will do a key to do that. So I stay where I am, but anything that tries to hit me is on disadvantage.
patient defense. Yep, that makes sense.
Okay. Cool. Yep. All right. Down one key. Gotcha.
Okay. The mimics will need to. First of all, they will need to take more damage at the beginning of their turn. So I will roll that anew. Should be looking at my character sheet for this. 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, the raspberry filling is pouring from those mimics.
I'm
And-
imagining it like a chocolate fountain.
That also works.
Yeah, just
Yeah, creature that starts its turn in the area is already restrained takes 3d6 bludgeoning damage. They can use their action to make a strength or dexterity check against myself, spell save DC to free themselves.
All right, so mimic is going to do that. So strength or dex?
Yep. And the
Okay.
DC is 16.
Ooh, the first mimic rolled a 18.
breaks free.
And the second mimic did not save with an 8.
You
Still
know,
restrained.
I was
So
gonna
the
make a
first
joke that we were gonna meet Butt Stallion, and then it actually was a horse, and I'm not sure what
This
to
is
do
one of
with
my
myself now.
this is one of my favorite little ponies. So they were very nearly sea ponies who were going to ferry you across the moat, but instead I
nice.
swapped it out for a
Fun.
crocodile.
Does that mean this one can move if you wanted it to?
Yes, exactly.
Can move,
This is-
can't attack. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
I
his
forget. Do you
turn
know who
now.
Butt Stallion is, April?
I've heard of Butt Stallion.
Yeah, it's a horse made of diamonds.
Yep. From Borderlands.
So you'd probably enjoy Butt Stallion as well.
And also in Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, she was actually the
It's Princess Butt Stallion. Yeah.
princess or queen? I can't
Princess.
remember.
Princess.
Yeah.
Mm.
Tiny Tina's
so-
Wonderlands, which is in many ways what we're playing right now.
Yeah,
you
pretty
could argue.
much.
A little bit.
Pretty much.
I mean, this is just a mishmash of things that I like.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Good.
It is
I love it.
Utterly
It's
glorious.
fun.
So the cake mimic is right up against you, Mark, but I don't believe he can attack because that was his
Yeah,
He
action.
used his action to break
Mm.
free. Yep.
So he's not going to do anything to you.
Want to break free.
Yeah. And then
Cool.
at the end of the round, at the top of the round, I need all of you to make a
Oh, no.
Constitution saving throw.
Lair
Con
actions.
23 from cricket.
Oh, that's a save.
Can't
Take half
save.
damage.
Can't save. Oh, that's terrible. It's a 5. All right.
Oh, that's not good.
15.
No.
4.
Wow, only Cricket saves. So all of you take, except Cricket, who only takes 5. The rest of you take 10 psychic damage.
Ow, my
as
brain.
the
That checks out.
as the string around your wrist starts to suck the life force from you.
I was thinking about cutting my fucking balloon off.
And you notice the balloons, all these purple balloons around the room are the same as the purple balloon marking on the flank of Surprise, the Pegalich.
Hmm.
Right, so it is Surprise's turn.
Ugly,
Okay.
unhappy bird noises.
I need another dex save from Pegalich to not get grabbed by the tentacles.
Sure. Oh, she very saves. It's like 25.
Okay, no problem.
So she
No, I'm
flaps
pretty
her-
sure it is a problem, actually.
flaps her nasty wings and flies.
Silvery barbs. Sorry, wrong character.
Oh, buddy.
I think I do need to make a Silvery Barbs Do It Again t-shirt. That's just too good.
She flaps her wings, and you feel the air getting warmer and warmer and warmer. And from this, she opens her enormous skeletal mouth as far as it can go, and you see a bead forming in the inside of her mouth as she casts Fireball.
That's a mechanic. Final Fantasy, let's go.
Good news is we've spread out.
You have. You solved my fireball puzzle if I can remember how to fucking measure it.
Have we
Oh,
spread
man.
How
out
do you measure
enough? is the
fireball?
question.
I'm going to take
Uh,
this in my face.
Tabs on the left, click on the set
there we go.
square and choose
There we
your...
go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
So she's gonna get Cricket. Oh, can she get more? Oh, she can get 3 of you. Oh, you're so lucky, Mr. Little Wizard over there.
That's a big fireball.
20 feet. Yeah, 20
This
foot
is a big
radius.
glitch.
Hang on.
That's- 20.1.
Is it... So we're going by the circle, not the squares?
Wow, okay, cool.
Oh, fuck. God damn it. Yeah, you're in it.
I'm in the circle, but I'm not touching one of the squares.
Yeah.
There you are.
No, I'm not.
No, but you're not in one of the yellow squares.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mark is safe.
Is Mark safe?
From what I'm
If I
Now the
seeing...
circle's
If I get Nell,
Because it only...
I'm moving
Yeah,
it.
the way that the circle is drawing on the map,
Yeah.
if you got Nell, you don't get Mark. Yeah, but if you shift it to the side and get Mark, you don't get Nell.
Yeah, the way
Yeah.
it works is that the circle
I
has
wanna
to
get?
the circle has to cover more
Can
than
only
half.
get 2 of us.
The circle has to cover more than half of a square for it to count.
well, Mark is more of an issue than Nell, so she's gonna go for Mark and Cricket.
Oh,
Aw.
Sorry,
Well.
Nell's all the way back there.
That's
What save
Did
is it
Nell
for a
have
fireball?
a turn?
Yeah,
The fireball
it's
is
thing.
dex save, thank you. That's it, she crushed the thing.
Nell smashed the amulet and it did
A
a big
dex
thing.
save should be no problem for both of you.
Well,
Dex save is what I'm rolling?
Dex save, yes, please.
Alright.
I might use my inspiration point at this point.
Go for it.
Mine's a 19.
No!
What'd you get?
9.
Oh dear.
Good news is it's fireball. It's
Yeah.
a level 3 spell.
It's not, unless I cast it at a higher level.
Unless you cast high, yeah.
Yeah.
23 points of fire damage to you,
Oh.
Cricket, and halved to you,
So 10,
Mark.
and then do we round up or down?
Round up.
Up. So 12.
Yeah.
12.
Yeah.
Ow. Does that singe the string that was holding the balloon to my arm?
No.
That's a shame.
It's like it's not fire. It's like chartreuse flames.
Yeah, it's like yeah. That's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair. Okay.
Okay. All right. Fireball happened.
Damn it. All right, that is Pegalich's turn. And she's gonna fly out of this nonsense if I can grab her, which
Yep.
I can't.
Go back to your token controls
There
on the
we
left.
go.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
She's gonna fly here. Yeah.
Perfect.
Go ahead, Cricket.
Cricket's turn. So Cricket has a secondary set of arms
Mm-hmm.
that I can use for all sorts of stuff. Can I use it to unpick the knot on my balloon?
You can try.
Can I do that as a bonus action?
Sure, I'll allow it.
Perfect. I would like to attempt that as a bonus action, please.
Roll a sleight of hand check.
Surprisingly, he's not awful at that. Nat 20 for a 24.
If anyone's watching Cricket, you see him suddenly deftly crash over and like pick at his wrist. And
Yeah, like the
balloon-
secondary hands just reach up and undo the...
And the balloon floats free.
Perfect. I'm then going to jump up and swing my axe at Surprise.
Go for it.
So my original plan was to scuttle under the table and then scuttle up and flank her. So I think I'm still going to do that. So I drop on all six, scuttle under the table, roll up, and then jump up behind her and swing an axe at her flank.
Go for it.
20 non-nat.
Oh, that hits.
Go ahead and take... Ooh, that was only a 1 on the damage, so 9 points of damage for the first axe.
Uh-huh.
So we're up to Freddie Merchantry singing Disco Descent now.
Perfect.
25 to hit with the second one.
25 hits.
That's another 1, 9 damage.
Jeez. I mean, she screeches at you with both and she's kicking her back legs. She doesn't have hooves on her back legs. You notice she does have, like, owl talons instead of
Fun.
hooves on her hindquarters.
Oh, for a
I'm
moment you're going
looking
to say she's got
forward
like
to that.
fingers.
She could also have fingers. Who knows? Her back legs are very fuzzy.
Yeah, and that will do Cricket this turn.
All right, that's Cricket. Nell, you're up.
Nell is going to walk 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. She is just going to approach the fucking Pegasus and climb up on the table.
Calmly
for
approach
it.
Pegasus.
Calmly approach Pegasus, raise her axe, and try and slash the motherfucker.
Go for it.
Let's see. That is 24.
That hits.
To hit. Please to take 11 points of slashies.
Ooh, yes.
And then she will slash again
Uh-huh.
with a natural 20.
Oh, hit that crit damage.
We're gonna crit the pony.
Let's go. You do that.
And that
now. I'm
is
gonna-
19 points of slashy damage.
Oh my goodness. So with this crit, you take that sexy lady Faye axe and you slice down at Surprise and you get her in the shoulder of her wing and she screeches in pain and flaps and one of her wings has gone limp.
Yes. And my final action, I would like to pull at the...
Sure, you can bonus action do it. Make a sleight of hand check for me.
Sleight of hand. Oh, I am actually better at this as a small, angry warrior than I was as a rogue. 21.
21 is enough. You managed to untie the string that was slowly starting to graft itself into your veins as the balloon floats away.
Stunning. Cool. We're just going to remain directly in the pony's face. That's fine.
All
Small
right.
and angry wins, you know.
Shark said it's
Every
your
time.
turn.
The trick is to go smaller and angrier.
As a wizard of necromancy, you are faced with this fey being comprised of necromantic energy.
Yeah.
Well, Shucks
I'm
is,
old and tired too, bitch.
Shucks is trying to determine whether Pegalich is technically undead in terms of what impact necrotic damage might have on it.
You can bonus action make a Arcana check for me.
Ooh, I was going to use the bonus to try and get my balloon off.
It's up to you. You can use your action or your bonus action. You can do whatever you want.
No, I'm going to use my bonus action to try and get the balloon off. So that's sleight of hand.
Okay. Sleight of hand, thank you.
That's a 7.
Oh, that is not enough to get the balloon off.
Okay.
You see the balloon string start to sort of slowly meld itself into your veins.
Don't do that. I want to be useful. So, are there still, just adventurer corpses here?
Yes, there is.
Okay. Since I've got my 5th level spell slot back, I am again going to cast Dance Macabre.
Okay. She is going to wrestle control with you at a disadvantage because she has now got 2 different axes in her faces. Right.
So is it a straight D20 or can I use my intelligence?
Sure, you can add your intelligence modifier for this because now you've been fighting her for a while.
Cool. Ooh, I'll need it. It's a 10.
So she rolled a 3 on her disadvantage, so you do manage to wrestle control of some of the corpses.
Okay, 5 corpses rise up. I shall quickly drop them on. Nope, that's the wrong. There we go.
Now, what's better, a corpse or a brick? We're about to find out.
She's not bloody, but she's getting there.
She's hundreds and thousands.
Yeah.
Goals are going to start pouring out in a second. Now, axes
We're
are
rustling her
slashing.
jimmies.
What are axes?
Yes,
They're slashing.
axes are
damage, aren't
slashy.
they? Okay.
Yes, hacky slashy damage.
I mean, she does have candy falling out of her stomach, so.
Oh man, I'm gonna hit her with a stick.
What happens if we eat the candy?
I don't
Maybe
like that.
try bludgeoning damage instead. Just a tip from your friendly dungeon master.
I was gonna say, look, she's a horse full of candy, and I've got a stick. I know how this goes.
Okay. Sadly, I can't order these zombies yet because I've already used my bonus action. But they exist. And that is my
They
turn.
exist. And
They're milling
she's
about.
pissed about that.
All
All right, Mark, it's your turn.
All right, so like as soon as the balloon sucked the first time, I wanted Mark to start ripping at it, so I'll do the sleight of hand check.
Yeah.
I really hope this works. Damn, 14.
Ooh, not enough. The balloon slowly starts to meld into your veins.
Unhappy bird noises.
The balloons that have gotten off your wrists, they are starting to swirl around and they are joining the other purple balloons that are swirling around this battlefield.
I approach the horse.
Go for it.
Is that base to base contact? That is, yeah.
You were base to base where you were. You didn't have to move at all.
Was I? Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Do I? Hang on. Attack of opportunity. Does that happen in D&D or is that just Pathfinder?
Yes.
No, it does happen in D&D. If you move away from that mimic, it will get an attack of opportunity.
Yep, and
you are currently in melee with surprise
Yes,
because you're on a diagonal.
because you can go this way.
You can smack her right in the rump.
You can get around the flank
Um.
on a balloon butt.
Yeah, the mimics are next, and I really don't want to get bit by the cake, but I think I will attack the BBG.
Seems like a wise idea.
Yeah. Just trying to remember the key points. That's for the flurry of blows, which
Yeah,
will
that's normally
be
extra hits, right?
later. Although I already used a bonus action for the thing, so I don't get my
You
flurry.
did. Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just gonna hit her with the stick. I'm gonna try and hit her with the stick.
Go for it.
20 hit.
20 does hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Ready. 13 bludgeoning damage.
So you hit her with your stick.
Yep.
And when you swipe her with the stick and you do that bludgeoning damage, a spray of candy falls out of her intestines of the gaping open wound of her stomach. You think it maybe did a little bit more damage than you thought it might have.
Mark has a moment when he realizes what just happened. Do pinatas exist in this
Yeah, it
setting?
exists in this world.
Sure.
They do
yeah.
exist?
I was this close to doing pinata mimics.
So they do exist in this world?
Mhm.
He might have seen
Pinatas
one
exist in this world.
Okay, all right. So yeah, he has a moment when he realized that he just hit a horse with a stick and candy fell out. So he's gonna hit her again.
Go for it.
29.
29 hits.
Yep, and 12 bludgeoning damage.
It's more damage than you thought it might.
Was the patient defense only for one turn? Is that how that works?
Yes, it's until your next
Yeah.
turn.
Okay, gotcha.
She is looking raspberry filling right now. So, it is the mimic's turn.
So you're
And the mimic
saying
is-
she's been jammed.
Mhm.
Jam. And the mimic is right in front of Mark. The mimic is going to do its icing attack, and it is going to spray icing
I've definitely seen this anime.
in a 15-foot cone. I think it can get this. I think it can only get Mark actually in the 15-foot cone.
And zombies.
And it'll get
Zombies.
some zombies, yeah.
Okay, can get Mark and the zombie. Mark and the zombie, please make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Dex. Okay. Dex. Come on, Mark, you can do this. Oh fuck, it's 15?
Not quite enough.
No.
10. Zombies are not known for their dexterity.
They're not. They take, oh, geez. Okay, 13 points of acid damage as this icing just, the mimic opens its mouth and this pink icing sprays out and you get sprinkles in your eyes and like it burns like it's caustic.
Oh, gross. Sorry, how much damage was it?
That was 13 points of acid damage.
13. I mean, was that acid or was that like whiz fizz?
It's whiz fizz damage.
Yeah, just, oh.
Bunch of sherbet damage.
Yep, sherbet damage.
And I need everybody, not including my beautiful Peggy, to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Wisdom.
Wisdom, you say?
Yeah, wisdom.
Is this being frightened or charmed?
It is charmed, yes.
Okay.
Let me just quickly double check then.
Well, I will roll twice because I do get advantage against being
You
charmed.
do, as a beautiful elf.
Good news. Cricket's head is empty. There is no fear or anything to charm in there. He has mindless rage. No charm, no
Hey.
frighten while he's raging.
25.
It was wisdom, right? Was it wisdom?
Like 25
Wisdom.
passes. Yeah, wisdom saving throw.
Does 15 pass?
15 passes.
Oh, rip, I got an 11.
Oh, 11 is exactly what you needed to pass.
Oh,
The
wait,
smell
and
of...
this is D&D, not Pathfinder.
They
Yay!
did a Pathfinder. The smell of cake does not entice any of you to move closer to the mimic. The
So
second
good.
mimic's turn, who is very far away.
First,
oh, yeah,
it's
he's
dark
gonna...
right, yeah.
it's first of all, it needs to take.
yeah, he needs to
I'll-
head back.
I roll the damage.
And it's a dex save, right?
Yes.
Oh, he got a nat
Pounded.
1. He got a nat 1. He's not going anywhere.
Okay. Ooh, that's a good damage roll. 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
And these tentacles rend this cake in twain. And the
Wow.
mimic just explodes.
Like Gatto's back on the menu, boys.
All right. At the top of the round, those who still have purple balloons on them take
Ah.
9 points of psychic damage as the thread starts to leak into your veins and suck your very soul out to fill the balloon.
Not my
Such good
soul.
sense that the other balloons are maybe perhaps filled with the souls of adventurers.
Probably.
And we are at 5. We are at the end of our adventuring time, but if you the Pegasus is looking pretty raspberry jam if you wanted to keep going.
I figured
for
we were
another-
going to go
Give her
until
some more smacks.
I think we
Yeah.
can get
Yeah.
her.
Go until we're dead or she is.
whichever happens first. Love it.
Only 4 of us or 1 of us leaves this room.
That's right.
Or none of
Thunderdome
us.
rules.
Or
Yeah. All right, so it is the Pegalich's turn.
Mm-hmm.
Bad Pegalich. All right, she is going to screech after being hit with the thing, and she is going to look at Mark, and she is going to use a lair action,
Oh, I'm going to die.
and she is going to cast her frightening gaze, and she is going to stare at Mark. Mark needs to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
No, it's a 15 get me.
Oh, that is not enough. Mark is frightened for 1 minute. Cannot move willingly closer to the Pegalich.
All right, she's right there. It's fine.
Disadvantage to hit as well. Is that part of frightened?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah. The good news is that you can, as a monk, on your turn, you can use stillness of mind. You can use an action to decide not to be frightened.
Cool. I like
So
Yeah.
that.
that was her lair action. As
Yeah.
her action.
Now she's going to bite my face off.
She
Kick you
is
to death.
going to...
She just needs you to hold still.
Mm.
Mhm.
She's going to point a hoof at Mark, and she is going to cast.
Oh, no.
Please make a dex saving throw, Mark.
Dex saving throw. Whoa, it's 15. The dice don't like me very much.
It's not enough, Mark, and she casts Disintegrate.
Oh,
Can I inspiration to try that one again?
Absolutely.
do it.
A good idea.
Yeah, I think I will. Come on,
Lest
dice,
Mark
don't
turn to
fail me
ash.
now. 17. Ugh.
Not enough.
Oh.
No.
He needed an 18. Alrighty.
Ripperoni.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Let's see.
On the way out of this mortal coil, just one last.
Yes. Ah!
Okay. So, how many hit points do you have, Mark?
31.
Okay. So she does. You guys don't have any healers or anything. I'll say
No.
you have some health potions on you if you want them, though. 26 plus 40 damage.
It's going 26. Oh, that's all right. Oh.
A lot.
Mhm.
So 66.
Mhm.
66.
It's
Alrighty,
not
we're into
enough for
death
an
saves.
insta kill, right? Yeah.
Kind
No,
of
it's not.
definitely gave you each a potion of healing if needed.
Good to know. We will maybe jam one in Mark's beak in a little
Yep.
bit.
Goggle, goggle, goggle.
Mhm.
There that spell goes. And that's her turn. Cricket, it's your turn.
Cricket, having watched Mark be disintegrated, is now going to drop into deeper rage. All of the little chitinous plates around his body open up ever so slightly, and you start to see a little bit of like flesh underneath, and steam start to rise out of most of them. And I'm going to drop into frenzy, which lets me use my bonus action to hit you again. So I'm going to hit you 3 times with my axe.
Okay.
Basically,
She's looking
is
very
the-
raspberry
is the
jam
plan.
right now.
Yeah, but if I don't use it now, I'm not going to use it. Flaccid 20.
That hits.
Let's go ahead and do 8, 9, 10, 11 points of damage.
All right, 11 points of damage. Uh-huh.
25 to hit on the next one,
That hits.
which will result in 13 points of damage.
10 points of damage.
And then the last one with the bonus action is a 27 to hit,
27 hits.
resulting in 20 damage with the Great Axe.
20
There it is,
damage.
max damage.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so you hit at this pegglage.
Just
The
full
axe
tilt, eyes blacked out.
Slices in. One of her wings was bad already. The other is almost cleaved off her body. Her skull is hanging on by a thread. And that is Cricket's turn. Nell, it's
That is
your
indeed
turn.
Cricket's turn.
If she needs it, Nell also has an action surge, so she can take 3 swings
Four,
of the
right?
axe.
You get the extra action, which is nice.
Yeah, baby.
for it.
Yes. So we are gonna go slashy 1 is a 23 to hit.
23 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
After which she will take 13 points of damage.
13 points of damage.
Then we roll a 22 to hit,
22 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
and that is a 7 damage.
Uh-huh.
And then we will take another final ring around, and that is a 17 to hit.
17 does not hit.
That one will glance off, and we'll just keep spinning like we meant to do it.
You do get a 4.
And you've got one more, yeah.
You got one more if you want.
Because action
Do I?
surge gives you another action, which is 2 attacks.
Oh, right, yes. Keep
So
going.
you've got one more. Yeah.
One
And you
more.
got your balloon off you, correct? Yes.
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but
Yeah,
that was only a 13 to hit, so.
Oh, that does not hit,
You
unfortunately.
got your inspiration.
I do have inspiration. Thank you, pile of Mark.
Thank you, Pile of Mark.
That is a 22 to hit in that case.
22 does hit.
And the final damage swing is 8.
She's hanging in there.
It's okay. I've got this.
All right.
Finish her off,
Shucks,
buddy.
it's your turn. She is looking like she's leaking a lot of chartreuse and neon pink right now.
Okay. I am... Sharks uses his bonus action to tell all of the zombies to kill the fucking pony.
Okay.
Bricks time!
And so that
We're
is...
doing bricks.
They get an additional +4 to their attack, so I just need to check. Just need to... be easier if I bring them up
Being a
in D&D.
necromancer when you have to handle a bunch
Yeah,
of zombies.
it'd be easier if I just bring them up in D&D Beyond, so I know
That's
how to
fine.
read that.
We
The
love pet
worst
classes.
is when you like get to really high level necromancer and you make an army and you have to handle that.
Okay, so they
Rolling like guardsmen.
they're going to have a total of +7 to their hits because of my
Uh-huh.
intelligence bonus. So I'm just going to roll 5 d20s.
Mm-hmm.
17s are the only ones that could hit.
17 does not hit, unfortunately.
That is 5 zombies uselessly crawling, pouring away at this thing.
It's gross.
And
She's not happy.
with his action, can he reach?
I mean, you can get
Yes.
closer if you want. You have your movement.
Yeah, with his movement, he is running to Mark and going to pour a healing potion down Mark's gullet.
into his puzzle.
Yeah.
Puddle.
Is it just like a
Yeah.
little pile? And it's like
no,
ashes and he's
no,
just
no,
gonna
no.
No.
It is
With his
chase it?
with his beak on like sticking out the top because he needed to be able to say, "You got inspiration." I'm drawing the pile of Mark right now.
So that's 1d4 plus 4 healing to Mark.
Yep, I'll roll it. Rolled a 4, so that's 8. Mark, you're up with 8 hit points.
Oh
And-
boy.
And it's your turn.
Mark reassembles.
Mark,
Mark reassembles. Mark, it is your turn.
Okay. Well, hang on. Where's? Oh my god. So what do I press?
Do you press?
Because like it just says death saves. Oh wait, I pressed it and now I can. So I just healed. How many points was it?
8.
8. So no, yeah, new HP 8. Apply changes.
Mhm.
I'm back. I'm alive. Okay, so like there was this pile of feathers with a beak sticking out the top, and Mark just kind of swoop up out of it like a bird doing a swoop,
He's back.
and
Shucks.
he's back.
Shucks falls back in alarm.
Yeah, as you would.
You know,
As you would.
I knew there was someone in here, and I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure I poured the potion into something. Then
Yeah, it looked like a beak, but then suddenly swoop, there's a bird. And having just swooped, he's not happy, so he's gonna swing at the pony.
Go for it.
So let's go. 22.
22 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Alrighty, let's roll the damage. 12 bludgeoning damage.
How do you want to do this, Mark?
I think it's probably in the swoop.
Justice.
I think it's in the swoop motion. He comes up. He's got the stick. He's a poof, and then pinata happens. I guess.
That's exactly what happens. Mark, so she's fluttering a few feet off the ground, off the bottom of her banquet table. And Mark, you come in with essentially a stick at a quinceañera to hit this pinata pony, and you smack her good on the side, and all of her intestines fall out of her body. It just explodes into candy and sweets, and you hear this awful screech. As surprise, the Pegalich turns to dust. And you see all these purple balloons around you. The purple balloons that were still attached to your wrist pop. And the souls of these adventurers return to the ether. Not yours, though. You're fine. And around the air, this glitter starts coalescing. And you hear the last words of surprise, the Pegalich screeching. Just, 30 years I had my party and you ruined it. I'll be back. And with that, you have solved the puzzle of the present box. And you find yourselves awake again in the lead-lined room. All these random adventurers surrounding you. Some of them were a little worse for wear. Some of them have been cleft in twain. Some of them were turned into topiaries who did get simply fucked up by a certain barbarian.
I got bugged.
And you know what?
Cricket's still full frenzy, by the way. Like, he is venting steam and full threat display.
you got 5
None of
zombies.
them
Yeah.
You got
none
5
of
zombies
them
to
has
play
to
with.
be in the room. Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
do the
The amount
zombies
of-
get their souls back?
I was
They're
going to say, if the
adventurers now.
zombies are adventurers, I don't have 5 zombies to play with.
Yeah.
No, I think they're a little past their due date
Past the
now.
use by date. I suppose
But
if you got
yes.
zombied while you were dead, then you're still a zombie.
Is
Also
the box still in the room?
The box is not. The box slowly dissipates to dust and glitter.
All
What do
right,
you think?
everything starts to
Have
shut
that.
down.
You have banished now the soul of the powerful Pegalich. Surprise. But she will be back.
Excellent.
Next year.
I love her.
I look
Thank you so
forward
much
to
for
it.
playing my birthday one shot.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
to
Happy
us
birthday.
and you.
Birthday.
You have given us a wonderful gift for your birthday. That was
Mhm. Thank you.
really, really fun.
Oh man, the reverse birthday. All right, I gotta draw this and tweet this before I go to bed. Holy shit.
Okay, so that is our show for tonight. Unless, April, you've got anything you want to say to finish with?
No, absolutely not. Just that I'm looking forward to campaign 2.
Yes, our second campaign will be coming in September. We'll probably be probably won't be much happening from us until then because we are all quite busy at the moment. But thank you for watching. We'll see you again relatively soon. Bye.